And that's gonna be
Top, bro. Top.
a victory for Team FNDB. Defend Demasula.
But the damage is so high. Let's go! Well played, good luck. Have fun, Namidi.
As a team, we didn't have any doubts. We were sure we will win. I mean, we are still undisputed, and we will come next year too. GG's to the opposing team.
Major contact about to happen.
Give me the amazing dude.
Down B.
Finish it for them.
Oh, get it out. Taken out. Yeah, sure. Position dash.
Jump walk gets one.
Enemy down. My ultimate is ready. 10 seconds left.
And still get the block down.
Planted.
Oh my God!
That secures the game.
And Team Walsh is crowned as the new champions of Valorant here.
God out. Ooh, that'll get some. Okay.
Ooh, what a shot! And
Ooh,
got on guard.
takes out.
Shadow gets one.
Seems so joining, no?
Ooh, gets one.
Yeah, he's excited. 3v5, 3v4, 3v3. It's possible. Okay, here that's it. And
Hit the band and the god, man. Let it go, man. Okay, outside. Oh my God, the ball gets one. Is he gonna run? He does not! It's 11-12, Mama with the coolest shot on the Boopa.
Wipe down, CYB is down, not in this chat, but still, now the fight goes on, the player goes Team Upset, surrounds the player goes Team Zero Dollars going down, one player down, two get big spotted out here, Yeti going to the finish, goes for the shot, gets the mark, Rizal gets the mark, Yeti goes down, in the big, the last man holding on for Zero Dollars, just holding on with one player, Mukben gets the win here, a very beautiful start coming in from Mukben, shooting winner, chicken dinner, boy, chicken, Sinan Koray no yati G4 ka guys. Kungi yati nimito relax isu tendo onde nale baba che Markpen ki 3 players nale G4 ka chu rahi. Ye Markpen jisu grenade ko the grenade kane jo aya. Joni rapi reni the reach ati devi dalu natini me rema chu. Nale baba che Markpen sisa ni tanga pura Markpen sisa ni. Markpen sisa. Reset say guys by G4 ka rula kale. Markpen kungi winner chicken dinner G4 ka rula shoni suche da to ka chu sa chi da chi bawa chi G4 ka rula kungi choba asi. Watching Najara G4W, this is G4W guys. Stop ever minute guys. 1v3 situation. Markpen yet GG guys. Markpen yet GG guys. Winner chicken dinner. Tapi saya pressure jenis tu je. Ada Japi guys. Kadang kita macam woi. Japi guys. We able to do 1v3. Majority EXP Black, one man army, guys. This today, guys. Let's do, guys. The champions of PUBG Mobile Japan, give it up for your Mukbens, everyone. Go locking in as well. Ooh. Killings will coming in from big way. That was an outstanding set coming in from Penal.
Ulti coming in from Marcel. He's going to get 3, but there's not much to follow. Mercy bringing in with the cloud ulti, but gets none. Peridot bombs the ulti for the reinitiation, but they have to back out. Mercy does not have that util. Key, and they will be able to check out the mid and the top as well. This battle is being pushed back. Key bombs that Raven Fighter. Big is forced back. So
Oh, wonderful.
Dad, what is that?
Okay, over here.
Is this the end?
Will this be the end for all this? I try to get that for damage.
This is for
He's going in. Zerlo's going in. Marshall coming in. And then Rosie. Getting down over there. Another player coming in from Daya. Daya is the all the loose from Rick.
I think.
But
And
yes,
Yup, man. Yup.
what is that?
Look at that honor.
Champion of 2026.
Yeah, man.
Welcome to the Bhutan Esports National Championship 2026, brought to you by
Bhutan Esports Association.
Bhutan! Are you ready?
Esports, the next few days are going to be wild. Everybody's going to be giving their all. So everybody, listen.
Oh, friends of the side. Oh, clear. Hey! It's a clean slate round from Gachinola, Mr. Ailis.
2 and 3! Bhutan Esports National Championship Citizen!
Oh, let's go. Kick Dilla. Another leg sweep from Brian. Baru air na pudo. King Lunip, King Lu. Oh, let's go. Perfect chichi nisum chichi jimchi soyu chi membela. Imbe se shulobina perfect la. Let's go. Well done. King Di like hit dash use with the answer chila. Shield che deola. Grapple again avoided. Oh, King Di hit dash bishashi, but damage sai se shulobina. Oh my God! Good game, boys. Good game.
So anybody wants to play Tekken, you're free to play Tekken. From wherever you play Tekken, on the road, this to me, like how Faker said. So I'll be waiting at the top.
We are completely into the late game now. The end games are here. The time, Zeba is running out of time. It's going to be 18 seconds on the time. But look at that. He is working under pressure. He's trying to get that in time. Will he be able to checkmate in 30 seconds? Maybe he's going to go for the... Okay, there is the resignation from K-Square. Kind of messed up that. Is there going to be a double promotion? Yup, it is going to be a double queen on the board, Pichimo. There is going to be a resignation, and yup, K-Square is the winner.
And one! Let's go! Let's hear it for Conrad Kenzog, everyone! The grand winner of chess finalist, Bhutan Esports National Championship 2026! Woo!
And the game resumes, and the pressure is still heavy on Team Tactical from Team FATBH. The bot lane lagi racks tisara jande la, one set of racks is down. They're gonna push down in the mid lane. The pressure is 21 minutes. There is some pressure. God!
Hachi has no chill. He's direct attack.
And he's dead again. And that's gonna be
Top, bro. Top.
a victory for Team FATBH. Defend Bemasula.
But the damage is so high. Let's go! Good luck. Have fun, Namidi.
As a team, we didn't have any doubts. We were sure we would win. I mean, we are still undisputed, and we will come next year too. GG's to the opposing team.
Good with amazing dude.
championship for them.
Oh,
Gets traded out.
Taken out.
Yeah,
With a beautiful dash.
Jumbo gets one. Gets traded out.
My ultimate is ready.
There's no time.
10 seconds left.
And still gets blocked down.
Spike planted.
Oh my God! That secures the game. And Team Wash is crowned as the new champions of Valorant here.
Okay. God out. Zeno gets out. Okay.
Ooh, what a shot!
Ooh, caught off guard.
Takes out Shadow. Gets one.
Seems so joining, no?
Ooh, gets one. Yeah, he's excited.
3v5 or 3v4. 3v3. It's possible. Okay. That's
And pin the defender in the front. Let it go, man.
okay, outside.
Oh my God, the Bupa gets one. Is he gonna get one? He does not! It's 11-12. Mama with the coolest shot there on the Bupa. BYD is out, not in this chat, but still, now the fight goes on. The players of Team Upset surround the players of Team Zero Tolerance. Zero Tolerance going down, one player down. Who has been spotted out here? Yeti going to the finish, goes for the shot. Gets the mark, Rizal gets the mark. Yeti goes down. In the big, the last man holding on for Zero Tolerance. Zero Tolerance just holding on with one player. Mukben gets the win here. A very beautiful start coming in from Mukben. Showing winner, chicken dinner, boy, chicken the last bench. Season 4 and no yati G4 come guys. Bungi yati nimit relax to ken no de nale baba Mukben ke 3 players nale G4 w ke 2 rahi. Ye Mukben to sulu grenade ko the grenade kane jo aya. Joni rapi reni the reach at the devidaru not in the remasu. Nale baba Mukben season Mukben season Losing Tigers by G4 come ulakale. Mukben bungi winner chicken dinner G4 w shoni suche da to ka chusa chita chibe G4 w le bungi chobayasi.
Good evening everyone and welcome to the Bhutan Esports National Championship Valorant Qualifiers Grand Final. I'm Chungro Grapsel and I'll be your caster for what promises to be an incredible showdown. Now tonight, we have a rivalry that has become one of the biggest in the Bhutanese Valorant esports community. On one side, we have Team Washed, who are the reigning champions and the winners of Bhutan Esports National Championship 2026. They've set the standard with their consistency, composure, and championship pedigree. Now standing opposite to them is Moonlight Esports. They are the challengers and they are a team that's come painfully close time and time again. They've consistently found themselves finishing second, and tonight is another opportunity to rewrite that story. Can they finally overcome the team that has stood in their way time and time again, or will Team wash away their opponents once more? Now, I want the viewers to remember that this isn't just another match that can be thrown away. It is a battle for pride, momentum, and the chance to prove who truly is the best. Every round matters. Every clutch should change the course of the series, and every player has an opportunity to shine. I'm your caster Chundruk. The players are ready, the server is live, and the stage is set. Now, I want the viewers to remember that this series is a best of 5, which means the first team to win 3 maps in the series books a ticket to the BENC 2027. Now, as for the map selection, for the bans, we have Summit, the newly released map which has been banned, and the second ban has been Sunset. As for the maps, first map that will be played will be Split, the second map will be Ascent, the third map will be Breeze, the fourth map will be Lotus, and the fifth map will be Haven. Now, as we've seen time and time again, these teams have met on various different occasions. If I recollect properly, they have met around 4 times on the big stage, facing each other. And time again, whether they have time and time again, they have crossed their blades, but Team Wash keeps on ending up on the top. Now, tonight may be a chance to change the story for Team Moonlight. Now, as for the newest release, I don't think Mix is a good contender, there has been a new release, new agent release called Mix. He is a controller, and as we all know, he has the ability to concuss as well as heal the opponents and the teammates, which might play a crucial part in tonight's match. As for the newly released map Summit with 3 closable doors and a very wide mid area of the map, that map will not be played as one of the teams has banned it from the queue. Now, as for the maps, Split is a mainly defender-sided map from what I have experienced myself. From my own experience, I feel like Sage and another Sentinel might be a very important pick in the upcoming match. And for the second map, Ascent, I feel like it is a mainly balanced map which favors both the defenders and the attackers, with a wide open mid space which allows both defenders to take space aggressively or the attackers to contest and give them pathways or options to hit site. And as for Breeze, as we all know, Breeze is a tropical sided map with large open areas. And I feel like, again, mid will play an important role in securing rounds. And as for Lotus, Lotus allows for quick rotations between A, B, and C with their map-specific mechanic, which includes rotating doors, breakable doors through through B, I mean. And as for the last map, Haven, we have the 3 sites specifically, A, B, and C, which was new for Valorant at that time, but I believe players have gotten used to that, to having multiple numbers of sites, and I believe they can adapt based on that. As for the players, we have Kinsolanin, Kindred, Rudy's, Mambo, and Zilin for Moonlight Esports. As for Team Washed, we have Wulong, Young Bork, Ashura, Crowd Control, I Miss Namkel, and TNTT. So tonight's match will be a very interesting match to watch, and I hope everybody stays tuned. With today's qualifiers, please stay tuned for upcoming qualifiers such as grand finals for our qualifiers such as Counter-Strike as well as Dota, which will be streamed live on the Bhutan Esports National Championship YouTube channel. Now moving into the map, we have from Team Washed we have Arena, Omen, Sova, a Chamber, and a Jet, which is a pretty balanced comp for this map. And as for Moonlight Esports, they're running a double Sentinel lineup with Sage, Killjoy, Teho, Omen, and Jet. And as we move into the pistol round, we'll be seeing pretty much chaos because, as far as I know, pistol rounds are anyone's games essentially. With most of the players leaning towards A side, all of the players from Moonlight Esports leaning into the A side, we have Reyna and Chamber defending A side.
Locating targets.
The drone goes forward. Crowd control is not spotted yet. He hides behind. The drone tries to get destroyed. Killjoy moving forward. Turret goes down. In goes Jet. With the first pick being from crowd control. Kindred gets 2 with the classic. With Team Wash flooding in from Hague.
Spike
Shot jars
planted.
flying down. The smoke goes down, with Wulong trying to see what he can get. Slowly inching forward from screens. We have Jet. Mambo gets taken out by Wulong. Rosh floods in from the screen, and the first round gets taken by Moonlight Esports. Now, as we all saw, the first pick went towards crowd control with a pick on the Killjoy. Wulong, trying his best, gets forward, takes out Mambo, which allows Team Wash to get onto site, but Moonlight Esports shuts them down. And we'll be seeing a full buy from Moonlight Esports trying to punish the Eco. With another stacked on B side. We have Jet quietly rushing in. Moonlight Esports trying not to make any sort of noise. Killjoy trying to contest and get information mid, with Omen, with the opposing Omen trying to do the same. The drone goes forward. Does it spot Mambo? It does not. The wall goes forward. The jet dashes onto site. Gets spotted by the recon. Will Mambo be able to get a pick? No. With Omen going in right after him. The players maintain quite a lot of control, especially Moonlight Esports onto the site. Team Wash making the best of the lower buy. Gets two from Moonlight Esports. Gets the third one. Team Wash making the best of their equal round, with Killjoy being the last player standing.
30
and
seconds
Mambo.
left.
Taking it slow. Maybe crowd control sees something. Goes for Mambo, but Mambo gets him back.
Player standing.
With Omen being the last player standing on Team Wash, and Team Wash loses the round. Moonlight Esports takes another round, capitalizing on their full buy, going into their bonus round. As we can see that the Sage Wall came into gave huge amounts of space for Moonlight Esports to move into the site, allowing them to capitalize on the round. We have Moonlight Esports trying another hit on A site. All of their players are onto A main, with crowd control, trying to get an early pick. Gets spotted by the drone, TP's back. Slowly scaling up. The Sage tries slowly scaling up. The smoke comes down, with Killjoy holding mid. Maybe they try for a rotate. No information given from both sides. They're playing it really slow for now. Waiting to spring back into action. Another smoke comes in, denying Moonlight Esports. But as we see, we have Taeho and Killjoy moving up from mid, with the drone coming in. Gets spots Killjoy. Killjoy runs back, with the Omen coming up to reinforce Sova.
Cover going out.
With the clock ticking down to 40 seconds, I think Moonlight Esports needs to get a move on. With Jet onto site, Flash coming through, gets no one. Crowd control gets one, gets two, gets the third, TP's out. With Moonlight Esports having only 2 players remaining, will they be able to salvage the round? Gets one.
Enemy remaining.
Omen gets the Killjoy. Taeho remains, gets one. Saves the rifle
left.
with only 10 seconds remaining on the round. With the spike nowhere close to Taeho, I think this round goes towards Team Washed. With a smart move coming in from Taeho, deciding to save the rifle. That was not a very particularly good bonus round for me, honestly, because most of them had lost their advantage. With them only being able to take out around 3 or 4, I think. With crowd control having a massive 3k, turning the tides of the round and securing the round for Team Washed. We have Moonlight Esports giving another go towards A side.
You want to play?
With
Let's
the stun
play.
coming in.
Drone going out.
Chamber all goes live. Drone is broken. Gets one. Chamber decides to back off. Moonlight Esports missing one. Gets raised back up with the Sage ult. All of the players towards the A main side for Moonlight Esports. Will they be moving on? Will they be rotating? Killjoy moving forward, checking it out. Trying to jump peek the up. Crowd control, setting down the TP. Hoping to get another one. Spots Mambo doing a jump peek. And if we take a look towards the map, we have Omen and Sova coming in for a flank. Will Teho realize that? With a fight going on between Omen and Teho. Omen sitting directly beneath them. Gets one. Does not confirm the second with Sova backing
30
off.
seconds left.
Killjoy makes her way all the way up to heaven. With crowd control, sadly being peeked. And getting one shot. The trade coming in, but gets traded back. Plant coming down with 2 players from Team Wash and 3 players from Moonlight Esports. Will they be able to hold on, or will Team Wash make a comeback? With both players coming in from heaven. Breaks the wall. I don't think they realize KJ's there. Shock dart goes in. They still don't think KJ's there.
One enemy remaining.
Gets the timing. Ashura trying to carry the team's weight on his back and is unsuccessfully killed. With the first pick coming from crowd control, which really set the tone for the round, and a late flank coming in from the Omen. Sadly, they could not capitalize on the flank, and Killjoy standing in a off-guard position where the players did not really notice them. They have Team Moonlight Esports secures another round. This time they're shaking it up with a little bit of with the players more spread out from Moonlight Esports, with KJ holding mid, Jet holding A main, and Sage towards B side. Does the drone get the KJ? No, it does not. Crowd control, seeing if he could get another one. Omen and Siege slowly moving up. With just Ashura and the Sheriff waiting for them. For 3 people from Moonlight Esports. KJ, we have KJ scaling up mid. The recon goes through, does not detect KJ. A smoke comes down towards the B side. As the players from Moonlight Esports rotating slowly towards B main. While the players from Team Wash rotates towards A side. I think this might be a fatal mistake coming in from Team Washed. Might be too late to notice. Mambo takes out Ashura, gets the plant down, with the players desperately flooding back onto B side. We still have KJ to worry about at mid.
Shadows traveling.
The Reyna and the Omen coming in from their spawn. With the Omen underneath Chamber. Gets one, crowd control gets one.
Teleport's ready.
The Killjoy gets one from mid. With the Chamber and the Reyna having
last player standing.
And that's the end of the round. 2 kills in rapid succession. The Killjoy with her lurks is being a very fundamental part of the team. With late lurks and huge pickoffs coming in late into the round. Moonlight Esports is a force to be reckoned with, and we're seeing a very different narrative from what we've seen from the previous games.
March through them.
With again, Moonlight Esports try for another A-side hit. Will they rush in? The stun comes through. Crowd control goes back. Another peek. The drone goes through. Does it detect anyone?
Get out of my way.
Goes through backside. Mambo goes in. Crowd control gets Mambo.
Shadow.
Omen tries contesting crowd control. Crowd control gets Omen. Youngborg gets Kindred. Moonlight Esports down to their last 2 players with them nowhere being nowhere near Spike. It's all up to Killjoy, who might be able to turn the round around. Is being slowly sprayed, and their aspirations do not go through. Moonlight Esports lose the round to Team Washed, with 2 massive picks coming in from the crowd control. Crowd control with 2 important picks, which has led their team, Team Washed, into winning this round. The AWP is coming into... crowd control is using the AWP very effectively, and we could see more of him throughout the match. Crowd control being placed at B, with Ashura and the Omen being placed back at A. This is a mix-up coming in from Team Washed. How will it affect the round? We have 4 of the players of Moonlight Esports positioned towards a B side, with Killjoy towards A side. Will she be trying another late lurk? We will see. Goes for a jump peek, spots Mambo. Sova coming in to reinforce, with Reyna holding mid.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
KJ spots Omen. Goes in through mid. Maybe gets Reyna with Zilin getting Youngborg at mid. They have complete and total control over ropes, which they might use to flood onto side at A. With Ashura and holding a Omen goes down first. Ashura gets a trade. With the spike down.
30 seconds left.
A recon comes in. Crowd control on is up. Ashura's already on site. He's challenging the Killjoy.
Spike down A.
Ashura gets the spike carrier. The spike's down.
Player standing.
Mambo goes down and Ashura gets his 3rd. That's a massive round coming in from Team Washed, with 3 kills coming in from Ashura. But we do have to commend the play that Killjoy and the rest of Moonlight Esports did, which allowed them to move onto site from ropes, which almost got them the victory, but Ashura shuts them down. With Moonlight Esports being low on funds, we can see 2 rifles and 3 sheriffs, whereas Team Washed sitting comfortably with lots of credits. Crowd control gets 1 at B main. Teleports back with 4 clears, still sitting at B main. The AWP still positioned. Maybe he gets 1. Gets another one. Gets Kindred.
Down B.
Moves to another position. Maybe he'll try. The drone goes through, spots all 2 of them. Marks 1. Will the Reyna be pushing forward? Playing a bit more aggressively.
Alarm bot out.
Forward. Gets a dink. Gets Youngborg down. Zilin. A recon dart goes through. Gets destroyed. There's players present at mid. Mambo gets Wulong. We have crowd control alone on B side. But what is this? The Omen comes for a lurk. Zilin does not expect this, goes down.
Blinding.
Flash coming in for Zilin.
Here.
Scatter.
30 seconds left.
Does not cancel the ult. ults towards A side, with crowd control holding B side alone. Will he be able to face the brunt of two of their players?
They
Will
found
he
my
be able
trap.
to close the round with his op?
One enemy
Down,
remaining.
gets one.
10
The spike
seconds
goes
left.
down.
Spike
Mambo's
down B.
Mambo's nowhere close to trade. Gets the second
It's a shame
with
you
a
had to
4K
die.
for crowd control.
Part of my bigger picture.
Like I've said before, crowd control is a beast with the op, and we can expect more of that from him throughout the series. Gets the first one, and gets a second. Second was Sage. Tries going through mid, but the mid gets punished by the lurking Omen and Jet. With the Sova trying his best to hold on to mid, does not work, but luckily the Omen is there to bail their team out. Gets Silin, and then secures the round through crowd controls up.
Revealing area.
Oh, the round's already started with 3 of the players already down from Team West. Moonlight Esports getting back into their momentum. We are 4-4 on the scoreboard. Sova holding heaven. May not. Okay, Reina going into spawn. Mambo does not expect it. Goes down. Sova trying making.
One enemy remaining.
Goes through. Zilan takes Sova out, and Rudy takes Youngborg out, which secures the round for Moonlight Esports. As for the economy, most of them, I believe Team West can get a full buy, as well as Moonlight Esports also having a full buy. But the only difference being that Ashura is now on the op rather than crowd control. But crowd control has this op, so we will see how the round goes.
You want to play? Let's play.
Does crowd control get one towards A side? With all 5 of the players being towards A side, none of them move forward to challenge the op. Teho moves on towards mid, but we have Omen towards mid. It's okay. Playing it very slow on the side of Moonlight Esports. Being very careful, knowing that there's a chamber op online. Teho moves on back after hearing the drone, hides himself. The drone spots one, I guess. Gets one, Zilin gets one, with Sova not being able to trade. But crowd control gets Mambo, with the ult coming down from Killjoy. A counter ult comes in from Sova, tries to break the ult, is not successful. With Zilin taking a lot of space back at mid. Goes on through ropes, with most of the players from Team West rotating through spawn. Will they
30
expect the
seconds
Omen
left.
at heaven? Reina decides to back off, goes back towards A side.
Blocking sight.
Ashura misses his shot. Gets picked off from mid by Omen.
Light planted.
Plan goes down. Smoke comes
Bot
out.
coming back.
With Sova towards spawn side. Reina towards heaven, slowly moving his way down. Trying to play with his teammates. Goes through. Peeks. Doesn't get one. Youngborg with the flash. Gets one. Gets traded instantly. Gets another one.
Revealing area.
Last player standing.
Moonlight Esports trying to play post plant with Teho Util, as well as an ult to play with, and the missile takes him out, which gets Moonlight Esports another win. Now, from what we've seen here, I believe they're pivoting more towards post plant plays with Teho, and they had Killjoy ult, Teho and utility and ult, and they tried to stall as long as they could, and due to that, I believe they have won the round. With Ashura's op missing one, I hope we won't see much more of that later throughout the rounds. With Wulong getting 2.
Drone going out.
Moonlight Esports pivoting towards A.
One should
Detects one, suppresses one. Scatter. A very dangerous position for Ani. Gets one from crowd control.
Oops.
But Mambo shuts down crowd control.
You will not
With
kill my ally.
Omen being on the side. Omen gets taken out after being revived. Ashura gets taken out by Silen.
Bullseye.
Mambo gets taken out by Wukong. It's a 2v2 with Siege and
Last
very low
player
HP.
standing.
9 HP. And he is not able to clutch the round. The round goes towards Team Washed, and it was a pretty chaotic round. It was a surprise seeing crowd control get that pick on Omen, but sadly he gets shut down by Mambo. And we've seen the Ashura on his knives being able to take out one, but sadly gets shut down by Zilen. And we had Sage with 9 HP and the entire weight of the team on his back. This is a pretty neck and neck game, guys. We're currently on 5-6 with pretty weird buys from both teams. Especially on Moonlight Esports, they're pretty low, but they have enough money to full buy. With 3 players towards B side for both Team Washed and Team Moonlight Esports. Teho pivots back to mid. Sova spots Omen, does not decide to push forward.
shadows traveling.
We have Killjoy trying to test the waters in A side. Smoke comes through. Do they expect the judge waiting on the other side? Oh no! Gets a shot off, but doesn't confirm the kill. Ashura gets 2, gets knocked out. Young Bork removes the Omen at mid.
Spike plant.
With
One
3 of the
enemy
players
remaining.
flooding back in. Only the Killjoy is left remaining.
Last
Killjoy
player
gets
standing.
1. Killjoy gets 2. It's just crowd control versus Kin. Kin gets the clutch. 1v3 clutch to win to carry the round forward. Moonlight Esports takes the round. I'm very surprised that the judge play did not come through. But we have Ashura doing his best and covering for his teammates whiff. And we have Kin dragging his team towards the victory, giving them the 5-7 lead. Now we'll be moving on towards the second half with Moonlight Esports on defense and Team Washed on attack. We have Killjoy setting up on B, Jet and Teho towards A side, and Omen and Sage towards mid. As for Team Washed, all of the players are towards A side. They will be rushing forward onto side. The smokes comes down. Jet goes in. Few players get. Mambo gets his first pick. Very heavy fighting towards the side. Mambo gets blinded. Gets 1. Crowd control gets 1.
Spike planted.
With 2 of their players being stuck at screens and Teho being up at heaven, I think Teho might be able to do something, provided he gets. With whiffs coming in from crowd control, Zilen takes out crowd control.
Last player standing.
Gets come kill, and Wulong is not able to carry his teammates forward with a 3k coming in from Zilen. That was an amazing round. I had wholeheartedly believed that Team Washed had the round, but somehow, through a lurk coming in from Zilen, from heaven, gets crowd control surprisingly, who whiffs on Zilen, gets 1, gets 2, and then finally gets the 3rd to win them the round. That was such an exciting pistol run, and we'll be seeing how they'll be moving forward with the credits they've earned.
Alarm bot out. Placing swarm grenade.
With an outlaw,
Placing swarm
Spectre,
grenade.
Sheriff,
Nice.
and Bulldogs coming in from Moonlight Esports. Well, Mambo gets one with the Outlaw. Takes out crowd control early into the match. Wall comes forward from Kindred. Blocks off mid. Another smoke comes through. Youngborg moves in regardless. Rudy gets one. With 3 players on Team West. All of them towards mid. Will the Omen move forward? They peek in aggressively. And they finish the round with their superior buy. That was such a quick round from Moonlight Esports. Their buys worked for them perfectly, especially with Mambo getting the first pick on crowd control with the Outlaw. And a flood coming in through mid with Moonlight Esports pinching in Team West. Now, with their bonus buys and a full buy coming in from Team Washed, I wonder how this round will go. With most of Team Washed pivoting towards A site. Gets Mambo, punishes him for his aggression. A smoke comes down, trying to cover for his teammate. Theo missiles come through, trying to delay the push onto site. Drone comes through. Zilin misses on Omen. With 3 players remaining on Moonlight Esports. Two players remaining on Moonlight Esports side.
Last player standing.
A final player. Killjoy. Solanin gets 1, gets 2. But does not manage to get the 3rd. With Team Washed winning this round with their full buy. I believe this round was pretty interesting. Considering it was a bonus buy from Moonlight Esports and it was a full buy from Team Washed, with Solanin getting two of the players, removing the rifles from them. Now moving forward, we'll be having Moonlight Esports on their full buy,
nice spot first.
whereas Team Washed moving in with a broken buy with Wulong on the Bulldog. Moonlight Esports spread out, looking for any information that can give them an idea on where they are. The ult goes through, goes towards black side, gets 1, Youngborg gets 1. With the players of Team Wash flooding onto site, will they be able to get the plant down? The plant comes from Wulong, with Solanin getting 1, crowd control getting 1, Mambo taking out crowd control. With 2 players remaining from Team Washed in a very precarious situation, and Team Wash just gets gunned down. With Moonlight Esports leading by 4 rounds and Team Wash with only 6.
Just keep laughing as you use all
Crowd
my
control
gear.
back up on the op with half shields, surprisingly. And Moonlight Esports also going forward with somewhat of a broken buy. With Kindred going for half shields and a rifle. Never mind, full shields with the rifle. So Moonlight Esports will be having a full buy, whereas Team Washed will be having a broken buy this round. Team Washed with 4 players towards mid and crowd control towards A side. Maybe trying to punish Mambo for his aggression. With the spike being dropped towards A side, maybe they'll try hitting A side afterwards. Breaks the wall mid. With 3 players being perched up top of mid, with Sage, Omen, and Teho holding mid. Whereas Team Washed, on the side of Team Washed, we can see the rest of the team moving back towards A side. Teho, the drone comes through, maybe spotting a few players. Spots crowd control.
One suppressed.
With only Mambo on the A side. The smoke comes through. Maybe Mambo gets 1, goes back into cover. The execute comes through. Ashura goes in, gets Mambo. The side's clear for them to get the plant down. With the rest of Moonlight Esports coming in. Omen and Teho through heaven. Ashura expects it. Crowd control gets one. Ashura gets the other. They lose their control of heaven with the rest of the sentinels being screened. Crowd control gets Solan in with Sage and her Vandal. Maybe gets one, but alas, that was a flawless round for Team Washed. That was a very interesting execute. Mambo not being able to hold on to site as Team Wash pours upon on site, and Mambo not being able to control it, with crowd control getting 2, taking out the Teho, whereas Ashura takes up the enemy opponent Omen. We can see Moonlight Esports being starved for cash. All of them are on their pistols and shields. Crowd control holding towards B. The drone goes forward, spots one. Jet and Reyna making their move, slowly but surely. Mambo spots Jet. Rudy gets Ashura with the judge kill. The Reyna is in no position to trade. That leaves one player down for Team Washed. How will they make this work? Reyna still holding towards A side. We have the rest of the team coming to reinforce Reyna. Rudy still holding the corner with Rudy gets taken out by Wulong. That leaves 2 players on site. The drone goes through. Mambo on site.
30 seconds left. There.
Mambo playing a very close game. Utils and ults being thrown out in order to delay the plant. Does delay the plant, but power control gets it. Still maintaining control of heaven. Youngborg gets Mambo.
Unavoidable.
Kindra gets Youngborg.
Last player standing.
Crowd control gets another one, but Solanin gets Wulong with the Sheriff. Challenging the op with the Sheriff, but ultimately loses to the Vandal, and the round goes towards Team Washed. Team Washed have been performing exceptionally this half, with their attacks and their floods being very accurate and overwhelming the Moonlight Esports defenses, with them with Team Washed not giving Moonlight Esports any time to react. Will they be able to adapt to the shenanigans that Team Washed is pulling?
Get out of my way!
The jet knives get popped from Moonlight Esports. Mambo moves forward. Does not get punished by crowd control. With 3 of the players from Team Washed trying their luck on mid. But the spike's still down towards A side. The drone comes through. Crowd control seeing if he can catch Mambo. Ashura looking up towards ramps. And there's a fight going on towards mid. The Team Wash taking this very slow. With 55 seconds left remaining on the clock, what will they do? Reyna showing presence through mid with her flash. Gets Teho to rotate back towards B side. Slowly working their way up ramps. Mambo trying to jump spot. Spots Ashura. With the smokes coming down and the rotates coming in from Team Washed. Team Washed gets onto site, gets the plant down.
Spike planted.
Crowd control trying to take out
You should run.
Rudy. Does not go through. The defender Killjoy popping her ult. Another opposite ult coming in from Team Washed. Ashura gets 3. With the lockdown destroyed. We have Mambo and Killjoy doing their best to take out 4. Crowd control gets Mambo. With just Solanen left, will he be able to play clutch this one? Gets 1, but is unfortunately traded. The round goes to Team Washed. That's been their 4th round that they've won without taking a loss. With Ashura showing impressive reactions and aim, taking out 3 people in heaven, and crowd control with his impressive opping skills, going to getting and confirming essential kills for the team. Crowd control back towards A side, and the rest of the team towards mid. Ashura backing up crowd control. We have 3 people on A side from Moonlight Esports. Rudy still tucked in the corner. Mambo taking in the off position. Playing it very slow from both teams. The smoke comes in, covers mid. Gets 1 from Mambo. Ashura gets taken out. Mambo repositions. With the drone going forward to get more info.
Drone is down.
Spots Omen. Maybe they'll try for a rotate, but the smoke goes through. Which convinces Teho to stay back on the A side. With Youngborg slowly making his way towards B main.
There.
But
There. Cutting their vision.
the flash goes through.
30 seconds left.
Tries breaking
Cutting
util.
their vision.
The turret's down. Missiles come through in order to delay their power. The ult goes through from Youngborg. Solanen gets 1, gets the spike down.
Plant the spike.
Wulong
10
getting the
seconds
spike
left.
back. With 10 seconds on the clock, crowd control gets 1.
Last player standing.
Wulong dies to Mambo. And it's all up to crowd control. Will he be able to win? Or does he save the op? And the pressure was too much for crowd control. This round goes towards Moonlight Esports. I've been surprised. Maybe the execution took a bit more time compared to what we've seen before. And Moonlight Esports played that perfectly.
All set up.
We have something new coming in from Team Washed. Team Washed, the entirety of Team Washed towards A side, maybe going in for a rush. The drone goes forward with 3 players from Moonlight Esports towards A side.
Here. Enemy kill.
Mambo gets 1, Youngborg goes down. Mambo has just been lethal with that op. He's been getting great picks towards A side, and he's been punishing those early aggression coming in from Team Washed. With just 4 players left on their team. And all of them towards A side, what will they do? Ashura tries jump peeking the op. Rudy towards heaven. Maybe gets the Omen. Numkill gets Rudy instead, with heaven being clear. That kill draws the attention of Moonlight Esports and gets the team rotating from B side to A.
Be faster.
Ashura gets 1 with his knives. Is currently getting cooked by the nanobots. The ops on Ashura's hands
30
now.
seconds left.
Kill my allies.
Rudy gets revived by Kindred. Ground control takes
One
out
enemy
Rudy.
remaining.
Gets Kindred with Zillion having to face the pressure of carrying his team forward from a very important round. Goes up to heaven. Gets tagged by crowd control. Is not enough to kill him though. Wulong, expecting Zillion, finishes the kill with Great execution coming in from Team Washed, but we cannot deny Mambo that his opping skills are great. And I also want to highlight Numkill skill over here, which clears up Heaven, which allowed Team Wash to take control. Again, we're seeing most of Team Wash towards A site. 3 players move towards mid, living just crowd control. Breaks the wall, draws attention towards mid. With Killjoy, moving down and going towards mid to support Sage. Team Wash going through great efforts to sell their presence at mid. Spike gets picked up, goes back towards A side. Slowly moves forward. With crowd control, not getting a pick. And Mambo on the other side, waiting for crowd control to peek. Teho. We have Teho coming with the lurk. All the way through attacker spawn. Maybe, just maybe, if he gets there in time.
See ya.
Zilling gets one, Mambo gets one. With another coming from Mambo. Wulong takes out Mambo. Rudy gets Wulong, and finally Solanin removes Numkill from the game. That was an interesting round. With especially from Zilin going for a very late lurk, going all the way from attacker side spawn, getting one. Mambo with his amazing martial skills gets 2, and we can't deny the supporting Yuta from Rudy. This is a match point for Moonlight Esports. Will they be able to win one more round to get their first win of the series? Along with Ashura, moving towards mid, breaking the wall.
Here.
The slow orb comes through. Ashura goes in, gets Kindred. Youngborg backing him up. Solanin with a very messy spray, but it gets the job done from Ashura to kill Ashura.
Deploying drone.
The drone goes through, trying to catch Solanin back. With Rudy and Youngborg.
Spike
Rudy gets crowd control. Mambo gets taken out by Wulong with Solanin on very low HP and Rudy up at heaven. Rudy gets Youngborg. Wulong gets Solanin.
One enemy remaining.
With just Rudy, it's a 1v1 from Rudy and I miss Numkill. Rudy gets the kill and then finally gets their first point of the series. That was an amazing round from Moonlight Esports with Rudy finally
Defenders win.
getting in the spotlight and getting his team through to the finish line. That was a very interesting match, guys. We have seen great showcase of talents, especially we can't deny crowd control's opping skills. Mambo with his opping skills as well, Ashura on his knives, and then great util usage from both teams, with Zilin trying to deny and facilitate plants through his usage of Teho ults and missiles, and then we have Sage locking down mid every time with walls. But as we've seen now, that both teams are pretty neck and neck when it comes to the matches, when it comes to aim, when it comes to util usage. It just comes down to individual players that shine in their individual moments, that gets them through the finish line. And I believe Rudy has brought their team towards the finish line through their last round, getting 2, taking out crowd control, taking out Rudy, and then finishing him on top of the finishing them with a win. So that was split, and the next map we'll be playing will be Ascent with Moonlight as defenders and Team Washed as attackers. please stay tuned. We'll be back after 5 minutes.
Welcome to the Bhutan Esports National Championship 2026, brought to you by
Bhutan Esports Association.
Bhutan!
Yup, it is going to be a double queen on the board, Pichimo. There is going to be a resignation, and yup, K-Square is the winner.
And one, let's go, let's hear it for congratulations everyone, the grand winner of chess finalist, Bhutan Esports National Championship 2026. Woo!
And the game resumes, and the pressure is still heavy on Team Tactical from Team FATB8. The bot lane lagi racks tisara jande la, one set of racks is down. They're going to push down in the mid lane. The pressure 21 minutes. There is some pressure. God!
Hati has no chill. He's direct attack.
And he's dead again. And that's going to be
Top top, bro. Top top.
a victory for Team FATB8. Defend Bemasula.
But the damage is so high. Let's go! Well played. Good luck. Have fun, Namidi.
As a team, we didn't have any doubts. We were sure we will win. I mean, we are still undisputed, and we will come next year too. GG's to the opposing team.
Good with amazing dude.
Down B.
Finish it for them. Oh, get it out. Yeah, true. Position dash. Don't forget to us.
Enemy down. My ultimate is ready. 10 seconds left.
And still get the blood down.
Spike planted.
Oh my God! That secures the game. And Team Wash is crowned as the new champions of Valorant here. God out. They don't get some. Okay. Ooh, what a shot! Ooh, got on guard. Takes out Shadow. Gets one. Seems so joyful, no? Ooh, gets one. Very excited. 3v5, 3v4, 3v3. It's possible. Okay, here that's. And big defender on the blood, man. Let it go, man. Okay, outside. Oh my God, the ball gets one. Is he gonna run? He does not! It's 11-12, Mama with a great shot on the Boopa.
TYD is now not in this chat, but still, now the fight goes on. The player goes to Mukden. Surround the players of Team Zero Dollars. Zero Dollars going down. One player down. Two get big spotted out here. Yeti going to the finish. Going for the shot. Gets the mark. Without gets the mark. Yeti goes down. In the big, the last man holding on for Zero Dollars. Zero Dollars. Just holding on with one player, Mukden. That's the win here. A very beautiful start coming in from Mukden. Shooking winner, chicken dinner, boy. Chicken dinner, the last bench. Season 4 I know you have to keep work on you guys. Ungi have to limit to relax. This is what you know. Now, Baba, Mukden get 3 players. Then the G4 W get 2 right. The Mukden just look granite. Because the granite can't join ya. Join it up. Really, the rich has to deal with the not in the Remo too. Now, Baba, Mukden is down. But this is it! Losers, say guys, man, G4 W color! Mukden! Kungi winner, chicken dinner, G4 W, Sony Suche, that's what you search, that's what you G4 W, Kungi, Chobayashi. That's what you're watching, Najara G4 W, this is G4 W, guys. Stop able minute, guys, 1v3 situation. Mukden, yet, guys, Mukden, yet, winner, chicken dinner, Tapi saya appreciate jenis zoom je. Ale jape ke guys kada kita macam woi. Jape guys, we able to do one play. Let's go. Jape. Mukden lucky EXP black. One man army guys. Let's do it guys. Let's do guys. The champions of PUBG Mobile Bhutan. Give it up for your Mukden.
everyone.
Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. We hope you enjoyed the break because we're ready to jump straight back into the action. The series is heating up as Team Washed and Moonlight Esports continue their battle for the championship, with Moonlight Esports taking the first point for the series, and Team Washed still on 0. Every round from here on carries even more weight, and with both teams looking to gain the upper hand, we could be in for some incredible rounds of Valorant. The players are back in the server, the teams are ready, and so are we. So let's head to the next map, which is Ascent, and we will see how the match goes. Take it away. And as we saw from the last match, crowd control can be pretty devastating on the op, which might prove to be effective during when and if he holds mains or mid sites during round executes. And we're seeing great Valorant from both the teams, be it both attacking or defending from Moonlight Esports as well as Team Washed. Now we're seeing a shift in the narrative here with Moonlight Esports taking the first win for the series. And historically, Moonlight Esports have not done very well against Team Washed, so we are witnessing history. We are seeing a change in the narrative, and maybe we will see them win the qualifiers and then punch their way into the grand finals. And I believe it's high time for Team Wash to kick into another gear and be able to take the next point from Moonlight Esports and be able to come back from this round defeat, which was pretty close, not gonna lie. As for Ascent, we have two sides and a very wide open section of the map, which may prove to be fatal towards both teams. As we've already seen, they have both their teammates have great opping potential, such as crowd control and Mambo, and if they are able to lock down just the mid side of the map, it basically denies the opposing team almost 70 to 80% of the map, which limits their play for attack and defense very much. So moving forward, please remember to keep an eye out for those players. And personally, I have a very great track record on Ascent, if I may say so myself. But it's not largely due to thanks of my own skill or maybe my own opping potential. It's mainly due to my teammates, and Ascent still remains to be one of the more favorite maps of the players, even after being released, even after it is being overshadowed by many different other maps that's been released over the years. And we'll be seeing whether Team Washed or Moonlight Esports gets another point. Because if Moonlight Esports wins this map as well, we have one remaining chance for Team Wash to finally come back and book their ticket towards the grand finals, which is looking kind of precarious right now, given how the previous split match went. And we'll be moving in with Mambo on the Jet, Wulong back on Sova, with Moonlight Esports defending again, and Team Wash starting as attackers. I'm Miss Numkill, back on Omen. And Ashura on the chamber rather than crowd control on the chamber, which is an interesting thing to see. With Zilan picking Teho once more, Solanin picking his signature Killjoy, and Rudy back on his Omen. Will we be... The comms are pretty similar to what we've seen last match, but will the tactics be different? Especially considering this is a very different map to split, and we will be seeing various talented and very creative plays from both teams. With 16 seconds left on the map, both teams prepare to get moving on into the pistol round. Who do you think will win? Youngborg back on Reyna. It's a bit interesting to see crowd control on the Jet rather than Chamber, and Ashura on the Chamber rather than the Jet. So we're seeing a change on agents for both of these individuals. With Moonlight Esports having 1 point, Team Washed has to kick into another gear and dig in deep and long for the long haul to get them the 3 points they need to win the series. And off we go. With Moonlight Esports back on defense and Team Wash starting on attack. Solanin sets up at B site along with Sage and Omen at mid. This is such an interesting thing to see. Especially as I keep mentioning, crowd control and Ashura, their change of agents and how it may affect their gameplay and how they play around their teammates. With 10 seconds down on the clock, we can see Mambo being posted up at A main, maybe potentially getting one. And Team Washed, four individuals of Team Washed on A main. Crowd control spots Mambo. Wulong takes out Mambo, gets the first pick of the game. Smokes comes down. Crowd control dashes in. The door closes. Zilin tries to get some more info with the drone. Tags 3. Rudy's gets Ashura. Wulong gets 1. Crowd control gets 1. With Moonlight Esports down to their 2 players and Team Washed on 4. Crowd control gets Rudy, and it all falls down to Kindred, but he crumbles under the pressure with the first round going towards Team Washed. That was a very interesting pick from Wulong there. I was surely expecting Mambo to get 1, but Wulong instead turns the table and gets 1, with Silen getting 3 with his drones. Wulong gets another instead, and finally Youngborg closes the round with a kill on Kindred. We can see a full buy with Wulong and a Phantom with regenerative shields, as well as crowd control on a Vandal. This is a very interesting buy coming in from Team Washed. If they do lose this, they have much to lose. Crowd control gets Rudy. Crowd control on mid. We have Youngborg and Wulong. With the missiles coming in from Teho, denying them space. Youngborg moves forward. Does not get Kindred. Solanin gets Youngborg. Numkill gets Silen instead. Moves forward. Gets Kindred again. Solanin is seemingly trapped in market.
One enemy remaining.
With Numkill getting 3. And it all falls down to Mambo. Mambo gets 1. Mambo gets 2. It all falls down to Mambo. Gets the Guardian. With crowd control and Wulong. Wulong gets the plant down. It's just Ashura and Mambo. But Ashura gets 1. Apologies, I keep mistaking crowd control for Ashura and Ashura for crowd control. But Youngborg moving his way into market, and I'm surprised he does not get 1. But luckily for Team Washed, we have Numkill to bail them out with his 3k. But he gets shut down by Mambo, who gets 2 and gets a Guardian, but is sadly shut down by Ashura. We're seeing some very interesting plays with Team Washed on a very broken buy, considering they've spent most of their money the previous round. Ashura moves towards mid. A wall coming in from the siege. Closes down mid with most of their players towards A side. We have Teho and Mambo on the opposition side. Mambo jump peeking. We have to remember Moonlight Esports are on their full buy, whereas Team Washed is on their broken buy, but it does not matter. Youngborg gets 1. Gets traded out by Mambo. Oh, we have Wulong making his way back onto B side. with the rest of the team moving on to join him. A smoke comes down mid. Just crowd control, stuck towards A side.
Your fault.
Gets Mambo, stops him from jump peeking, and draws the rest of the players away from B side, which leaves B side completely open for the taking for Team Washed. Was this a mistake on the side from Moonlight Esports?
30 seconds
The market door closes. Wulong turns his back. Numkill gets the plant down. We have Kindred towards
Spike planted.
spawn. We have Solanin towards market with Rudy backing him up. Smokes off mean, and all three players are on their side, on side, B side. Solanin maybe gets crowd control here. Gets detected. Maybe gets sprayed through the smoke. No. Crowd control. Gets taken out by Solanin. With two players on the side of Team Washed.
One enemy remaining.
Ashura desperately trying to get one. Gets punished. Numkill gets one.
Player standing.
Numkill gets two. It's just Rudy and Numkill again.
What's another day?
Like the last map. And Rudy wins it, but does he have enough time for the defuse? No, he doesn't, and he decides to get away, which he does not do it successfully. That was a very intense round, guys. With Team Washed and a very broken buy coming in, but it did not matter. Because they steamrolled Moonlight Esports with relentless rotations and very smart plays. Crowd control gets one, and the last fight on the B side got pretty messy with Rudy and Numkill. The final two players of the last map doing their thing.
Charges. Placing swarm grenade.
We have all of Team Washed lining up outside A main. But this time with Teho trying to back them up. Gets one, spots two. Kindred moving in to reinforce. Breaks the door early on. Very smart move coming in from Zilan.
Grenade is live. Launching
With
missile.
almost 4 players back on A side from Moonlight Esports. Will they be going for a rotation? With 2 players stuck near Wine. Wulong and Youngborg. Maybe they decide to re-hit again? With crowd control checking out mid. Ashura showing presence. Rudy.
Cover going out.
With crowd control being pinched. Moves back. Crowd control trying to take on 2, but gets punished for it. With almost all of their players towards A side. Omen TP's onto B side, but not with the spike. Numkill gets one.
30 seconds left.
Alerts the team of his presence towards market. We have Wulong sprinting towards the B side with... Does he get punished for it? He gets one. Numkill still trying to secure the site for his teammates. Peaks market with 12 seconds on. They get the plant down. Very uncomfortable match. Ashura gets Rudy. With 2 players on Moonlight Esports and 3 players on Team Washed. This round could go any way. A recon coming in from Team Washed. Taking it very slow. From both sides. Hello? Check. Okay.
Last player standing.
Moving in. Ashura gets one. Mambo gets one. But Youngborg kills him and closes the round. Sorry, a bit of a technical difficulty from my side. That was a very uncomfortable round to watch with I am Numkill still doing magic for his team. Securing the site, getting 2, getting killed by Mambo, but Mambo gets traded out by Youngborg. And moving on to the 5th round, with Moonlight still yet to find 1 round to their name. Mambo moving forward. Rudy checking out mid. Numkill doing his same. Mambo crossing over. Rudy gets one, takes out Youngborg. Mambo, maybe Mambo tries to peek and go for another one. Mambo gets crowd control, which leaves Team Wash with just 2 players. 3 players, I mean, excuse me. Moonlight Esports still with a full team. I miss Numkill. Posted up near tree. Solanin trying to delay a push onto the site. Mambo removes Numkill from the game with the spike being down near him. It's gonna be a challenge for Moonlight Esports to. It's gonna be a challenge for Team Wash to recover the spike after that fatal mistake.
30 seconds left.
With most of Moonlight Esports camping around the spike and playing around it, we have Ashura and Wulong trying to desperately make their way towards the spike. But we're seeing another. We're seeing a flank from Kindred. Maybe Ashura gets punished. Ashura expects it.
10 seconds left.
There's a fight.
Last player standing.
Kindred gets Ashura with just Wulong left. With 3 seconds on the clock, this round goes towards Moonlight Esports.
Revealing area.
That was such an interesting round. And everything went downhill for Team Wash as soon as I Miss Numkill had dropped the spike near tree after being killed by Mambo. Maybe we'll see another different strategy coming in from Team Wash. Or will they be moving on forward by playing the same tactic they've been playing before? Crowd control. Maybe taking first on tech. Pops the knives. The wall comes up. The drone gets denied. Gets stuck outside the wall. Does not get any information. With almost all of Team Washed inside B main. This might be a quick execute coming in. Jet dashes in. Crowd control gets one. Youngborg gets one. Ashura gets Zilin. With an all-out brawl happening at B side, which leaves B side clear for them to plant. It's all down to Solanin and Mambo. Solanin gets taken down. It falls all down to Mambo. With a full HP and a rifle, what can he do? Maybe an ace to clutch this round. Double peek coming in. Mambo takes out crowd control, but Wulong trades him back. This was a very good round from Team Washed and a very fast execution that had led them to flooding on site and beating Moonlight Esports before they realized what happened. And maybe it was a mistake from Zilin and Kindred, maybe not timing their util together. They missed out on a potential drone. A drone had gotten wasted at B main as it got locked out from by Kindred's wall. Moving on to round 7, we'll see what happens. Ashura moving over to mid, gets taken out by Mambo, puts chamber ult to waste. Flash goes on for Youngborg. Drone comes in with 2 players, 3 players on site for Moonlight Esports. Zilin doing his best, gets one, gets traded by crowd control. Counter ult comes from Team Wash, trying to remove Solanin's ult. Removes the Solanin ult. Numkill TP's onto site. Crowd control in hell. Wulong gets Mambo with a 3 versus 2, leaning Team Wash's way.
Ultimate is ready.
Wulong gets taken out. It's a 2v2 now. It's anyone's game.
One enemy remaining.
A blind comes. Crowd control. Covers for his teammate. Falls down to Kindred. Maybe he can get something.
Your duty is not over.
Resurrects his teammate.
Last player standing.
Stand down.
Gets one.
Enemy remaining.
Just 1 kill remaining. And is denied the kill from Numkill. Wow. A very intense round for coming in from Team Washed with unlikely winners from both sides. Zilin giving it his all, trying to hold down side. We keep on seeing the counter ult coming in from Wulong, trying to counter Solanin. And another interesting kill from Kindred over here. Gets one, but does not manage to get the final one. With a very broken buy coming in from Moonlight Esports, they are currently very broke and are on sheriffs. Solanin goes forward, plays aggressive, gets punished for it, but
Launching missile.
manages to get crowd control all the way down. Solanin trying to stop the push with his missiles. The ult goes through with I miss num kill. On site.
Pathetic.
Youngborg gets one at market. Maybe he gets Rudy. Rudy gets punished. With the spike down and only 2 players remaining. With Mambo being taken out by Youngborg. Mambo gets out Ashura. Manages to turn the situation. But Mambo gets taken out by crowd control. Kindred gets crowd control through the smoke. But gets punished like last round from I miss num kill. An amazing round to see, guys. But Solanin going forward with Sheriff and trying to play aggressive. Maybe he did not expect 4 or 3 players to peek out. And Kindred getting one through the smoke, as well as Mambo turning the tides of the battle. Those were some interesting plays to see. And as I've said before, both teams are pretty matched evenly when it comes to tactics, but it all comes down to individual play at the end. Team washed towards A side. Rudy posted up at heaven. Mambo at tree, oblivious to the push that's about to happen. Still sees nothing. The drone goes through, a smoke comes down. Team Wash pour onto the side. The door has been closed. Gets broken by Moonlight Esports. Wulong gets the plant down. No, he does not. Mambo takes out the spike. Mambo has been very deadly with this op this entire game. Kindred gets one, but crowd control takes out Kindred. Solanin and Rudy take out crowd control, Numkill, and Mambo takes out Ashura, giving them their second win of the game. Second round of the game. Sorry. This round has been an interesting round to see because we're seeing both teams fight fire with fire, aggression with aggression. And all it took was one of Mambo's op shots to set it off, stopping Wulong from taking the plant. Which put Team Washed into a very confusing situation where they got pinched from both Heaven and as well as Tree. We still have Mambo looking towards mid, with maybe Ashura trying to challenge him on, whereas the rest of the team are back on A main. Drone goes through, spots Ashura, I think. Ashura holding his position. Crowd control goes to back him up, with still 3 players at A main. With crowd control joining back with the rest of his team. Another smoke comes down, delaying the push. A very slow round from both teams indeed. They've been stalling each other with utility. Maybe they're trying to wait the utils out. Waste the utils. But Ashura is trying to see what he can get. Moves on towards B main while the rest of his team are in A main. Rudy jump peeking from heaven. And Mambo still looking on towards mid. Maybe Ashura gets punished here? No, he takes a safer route through spawn. The drone comes in and the execute begins with crowd control dashing in towards generator. Rudy is defenseless to stop what is happening right before him. He must wait for his teammates. Rudy pushes forward, takes out crowd control in a very unexpected move from Rudy. that has given them enough time for the rest of the team to come back, but the plant is down regardless. Ashura gets one, gets Mambo. Youngwork getting sprayed down through the box. Mambo gets picked back up by Kindred. With just Wulong being left, and Wulong gets taken out by Kindred. And that's another round for Moonlight Esports. They're slowly but surely crawling their way up, dragging themselves way back up. And that was a very nice match to see. Especially the spray towards Youngborg there. And Kindred picking up Mambo has also played an essential role in it. And especially Rudy pushing out of the smoke being a very unexpected move that catches crowd control off guard. We're down to 7 and 3, 7 for Team Washed and 3 for Moonlight Esports. With Mambo back on the up and a very broken buy for Team Washed. They're feeling it now, folks. Zillion gets crowd control, detects him with 3 individuals down at mid. Crowd control breaks the wall, tries to draw attention away from mid. Wulong and Youngborg at very dangerous situations. Youngborg makes it up all the way to Cat. Might make his way onto tree. Smoke comes down, allowing Wulong to pass safely. A lot of mid presence shown by Team Washed. Will they be able to make something out of this? They have essentially given up space, Moonlight Esports. They have given up space towards mid, allowing them to work. But that does not mean that Team Wash can do what they want, because towards tree, we have Mambo getting detected by the drone. Might get pushed. Safely escapes for now. Crowd control. Takes out Rudy, hiding under hell. With Mambo and Kindred coming in from heaven.
30 seconds
The missiles come down, trying to delay the plant. Ashura gets one with the Marshal. Crowd control, getting dinked. Solonin now on the op. With just 3 players from Moonlight Esports and a full team from Team Washed.
This is how it ends.
An ult comes through from Zillion, but I miss Numkill with an amazing 3k. Gets all 3 of them in one go. And that secures the round for Team Washed. Which was, I have to say, the amazing entry from crowd control, and secondly, the amazing 3k from I Miss Numkill. I Miss Numkill has been popping off this map with lots of clutches, lots of kills to his name, and dragging his team forward. With Mambo trying his very best on the op. Now we will see the last round of this half, what it has to offer us. We have crowd control back at mid. Kindred walling up mid.
Drone going out.
Shura tries moving forward with the rest of his team helping him. Rudy gets Ashura, gets taken out by crowd control. That's one player, and that was a miss from crowd control. We have just Zillion holding down A side on his own, by himself. The round has now slowed down. The tempo of the map has slowed down by a lot. Youngborg trying to see what he can get. Kindred going back to mid. Maybe spotting crowd control, decides not to peek that. Youngborg almost gets punished. With 3 of the players towards B side. I missed Numkill. Tries TPing over towards A. With Zillion going down towards 3. Decides to move back towards heaven. Has his off. Maybe he can get one. Misses the first shot. With the rest of the team moving in with only 12 seconds down. The plant does not get denied by the missile. With a man advantage for Moonlight Esports, will they be able to turn this round around, basically. Mambo sneaking forward. Zillain gets it first. Players from Moonlight Esports flooding in through 3. Gets 2. Crowd control gets 2. Evens the odd. The ult coming in from Wulong. Gets Mambo. It's just Zillain and
I'm all out.
Crowd control. Crowd control gets the kill and finishes the half 9-3 for Team Washed. That was such an intense round, especially the tempo switch, because it slowed down first, then it came to a halt, then everything happened at once with crowd control getting 2, which was surprising. A very poorly timed peak on the side of Moonlight Esports, which got them punished at the end. Now, moving on, Team Washed on defense, whereas Moonlight Esports on attack. We have crowd control on the Sheriff, peeking towards A main, with Ashura towards B main, and no one holding mid, surprisingly. Ashura moves into an aggressive position. Mambo maybe getting his first peek. Kindred and Zillain slowly making their way towards 3.
Caution.
Wulong has the opportunity to get 2, or will he get punished? The spray goes through, doesn't get him. Mambo gets Youngborg. Wulong surprisingly gets Solanin. I thought he was trapped for a second there. Ashura gets Rudy with 3v4. With 4 players for Team Washed and 3 players for Moonlight Esports. Ashura making his way towards mid, taking space. As well as Ashura decides to give up the space and go back towards mid. And we have crowd controls sneaking, taking his time. Maybe he gets the pick. Gets 1. Zillain fighting his own battles over towards mid. Ashura gets him with a classic right click. And it's just Mambo. Mambo stuck towards Cat. Gets 1. But is traded out by I Miss Numkel. He's been really performing. He's been on the top of his game today. This kill on Solanin was a bit surprising because I thought he would get pinned down, but Wulong somehow manages to get out of that situation. Crowd control, overlooking mid. Ashura back towards B main. Might be a bit dangerous considering there's 5 people peeking him. Has the outlaw, which basically is an op in the earlier rounds. Oh, misses 1. The smokes comes down. The execute begins for Moonlight Esports. Youngborg gets 1. Maybe strapped. Gets traded out by Kindred.
Here.
With most of Team Wash players being towards spawn side, and only Wulong towards market. I believe market doors closed. He's breaking it open as we speak. With both sides on equal terms in terms of players. Spraying through the smoke, hoping to get lucky. Mambo gets 2, Mambo gets 3, and Kindred kills Numkel to close out the round. Mambo with an amazing spray, killing all 3 of the players from Team Washed. Maybe from this round we can see Team Washed's tactics being broken down slowly but surely by Moonlight Esports. It was a bit tricky to watch. Having lots of close calls from Moonlight Esports, especially with an outlaw on the side of Team Washed on the hands of Ashura. But now we move on to the next round. A main. Lots of presence being shown. The turret goes down, the drone goes through. Breeze coming in through 3. Solanin goes in, punishes Wulong for those spray. Maybe gets 1. Mambo gets Ashura. with just Youngborg left remaining, and he gets gunned down by Solanin. This is starting to be a very interesting match with a very fast shift of momentum from Moonlight Esports to Team Washed. So Team Washed are now losing momentum, running on fumes, whereas Moonlight Esports, they're starting to gain traction. Their players are starting to come online. Maybe we'll see another a turnover for Moonlight Esports taking on their second point, but we never know. This is Valorant. We have all the players from Moonlight Esports moving on towards B side. Ashura gets one. With all the players being stuck outside, no presence, no space taken towards mid. Will they get detected by the recon? No. Kindred starts moving back out. Solanin still tucked to that corner. Mambo trying to see if he can get one with the Outlaw. Ashura takes out two, Rudy and Mambo. Wulong trying to match his teammate. Just Solanin and Kindred left. Will they be able to change the round?
One enemy remaining.
Ashura almost with the ace, but gets denied with Numkill closing the round out. That would have been a very nice thing to see, with Ashura getting 4, but could not confirm the last kill on Solanin. But luckily for him, Numkill was there to see the round through. We have Moonlight Esports going back towards B side, it seems. Maybe they're trying to go for B again? Okay. With how they're positioned, I believe they are trying for a split. The drone goes through mid. Catches Wulong. They now know Wulong's there. Wulong backs out. Another drone coming in from Wulong. And Ashura gets one while Rudy takes out Wulong. That's a man down for each team. Moonlight Esports way in deep towards the opponent's side of the map. Ashura does not get another one. I missed Numkill, taking out Rudy. Maybe another kill on Ashura takes out Kindred, and then Ashura takes out Mambo as well. With the Headhunter, no less. With just Zilin left, will he be able to get one? Ashura takes out Zilin with a crisp headshot from the Headhunter. That is match point for Team Washed. What an interesting play coming in from Moonlight Esports. They tried for a mid split, but they have gotten shut down pretty quick by the op from Ashura. Maybe we'll see something different from Moonlight Esports. With crowd control on and up. And a very broken buy coming in from Moonlight Esports. They are broke. And Rudy goes down. Crowd control gets the first pick. Moonlight Esports is starting to look a little bit lost as of now. Zilin trying to make his way towards tree. A drone comes in. Spots Mambo. Zilin makes it all the way to tree. But Ashura expects it and gets one tapped by the Phantom. Just down to 3 players. What will Moonlight Esports do?
You will not kill
A res coming in from Kindred. Gets Rudy. Solanin gets Wulong at mid. Ashura and crowd control doing their best to hold on to A, but Moonlight Esports decides to back off. Pretty smart move considering Mambo has the op. Okay, sorry, I mean crowd control has the op.
30 seconds left.
Youngborg in a very interesting position here.
Scatter.
With an ult coming down from Killjoy and crowd control missing his shot, Youngborg takes down Kindred as well as the spike. Solanin on his last HP. Youngborg is detained and maybe taken down? No, but his teammates are there to cover for him. Mambo takes down crowd control.
One enemy remaining.
And I Miss Numkill takes out both Mambo and Rudy, ensuring them the point that they needed to match up to Moonlight Esports. That's 1-1 for both Moonlight Esports and Team Washed. Again, 1-1 for Moonlight Esports and Team Washed. It has been a very interesting map to watch, and we've been seeing very good performances from Mambo, Ashura, crowd control, and I Miss Numkill, especially I Miss Numkill, because he's been consistently able to close down rounds that against Moonlight Esports, as well as Zilin for his intuitive plays, and we can't deny Mambo with his up. Now, the next map will be Breeze, so please don't go anywhere. We'll be back after a 5-minute break. Thank you.
We are completely into the late game now. The end games are here. The time, Zeba is running out of time. It's going to be 18 seconds on the time. But look at that. He is working under pressure. He's trying to get that in time. Will he be able to checkmate in 30 seconds? Maybe he's going to go for the... Okay, there is the resignation from K-Square. Kind of messed up that. Is there going to be a double promotion? Yup, it is going to be a double queen on the board, Pichimo. There is going to be a resignation, and yup, K-Square is the winner.
And one, let's go, let's get it for Congratulations everyone, the grand winner of chess finalist, Bhutan Esports National Championship 2026. Woo!
And the game resumes, and the pressure is still heavy on Team Tactical from Team FATBH. The bot lane lagi Rax Ishara down there, one step of Rax is down. They're gonna push down in the mid lane. The pressure is 21 minutes. There is some pressure. God!
Hati has no chill. He's direct attack.
And he's dead again. And that's gonna be
top bro.
A victory for Team FATBH. Defend Bemasula.
But the damage is so high. Let's go! Well played, good luck. Have fun, Namidi.
As a team, we didn't have any doubts. We were sure we will win. I mean, we are still undisputed, and we will come next year too. GG's to the opposing team.
Give me the amazing dude! Finish it for them! Oh, get it out! Yeah, sure. Position dash. No more gets one. Just straight it up.
Ready. 10 seconds left.
And still get the block down.
Planted.
Oh my god! That secures the game! And Team Wash is crowned as the new champions of Valorant here.
God out. Ooh, Venom gets out.
Okay.
Ooh, what a shot! Ooh, got off guard. Takes out Shadow. Gets one. Seems so joining, no? Ooh, gets one. Very excited.
3v5, 3v4,
3v3. It's possible. Okay. That's and the defender. The god, man. Let it go, man. Playing outside. Oh my god, the ball gets one. Is he gonna run? He does not! It's 11-12, Mama with a great shot on the Boopa.
Fight down, TYD is out, not in this chat, but still, now the fight goes on, the player goes to Mustard, surrounds the player goes Team Zero Dollars going down, one player down, Booty has been spotted out here, Yeti going for the finish, going for the shot, gets the mark, Rizal gets the mark, Yeti goes down in the big, the last man holding on for $0. $0 just holding on with one player, Mustard, gets win here. A very beautiful start coming in from Mukben. Shooking winner chicken dinner बहुत चित्ते खोल चित्ते तो चाहते हैं खोला पे चित्ते तो लास्ट टाइम सीधा खोला है लोग यहाँ से G4 का guys. उनकी यार तीन मिनट relax जिसको तीन में होते हैं नाले बाबा चे Mukben के 3 players नाले G4 का भी टू रही ये Mukben जो सुनो grenade को तो grenade करने जो आया जो नहीं रबी रेनी ने रेची आज चित्ते भी दारू ना चिन्नी भी रेमा सु नाले बाबा वाचे Mukben सीधा निकल तो फिर Mukben सीधा नहीं Tapi sudah Luzet saya guys main keyboard kan ulang kali Mukben kongi winner chicken dinner keyboard W Sony suci dah tu kacau saja dah cium aja keyboard W le kongi coba aja tu aja acara keyboard W tu si keyboard W guys nama kata guys keyboard W stop able mene guys 1v3 situation Mukben एक चीज़ guys दूसरे टाइम Mukben एक चीज़ की बोलो लेवल अपने पास winner chicken dinner aja tapi saya pressure jenis umci ale japi ke guys kadang juga macam woi japi guys we able to do one of it japi mati lagi EXP Black one man army.
Welcome back everyone! After 2 hard-fought maps, this best of 5 series is perfectly balanced at 1-for-1, with Moonlight Esports taking the first point, but Team Washed answering right back. We had that. The momentum is up for grabs, with any one of the teams being able to take the second point. Now, in the previous match, we've seen a lot of individual plays as well as very good teamwork from both teams. Especially what I've seen is Zilan tries mostly to deny his plants and as well as post plants through the use of his missiles and Teho ult, whereas 2 amazing shooters, riflemen from the side of Team Washed have been locking down Moonlight Esports, especially mid, with only Mambo being able to counter back. And we have to point out, I missed Numkill as well, for him being able to close out so many rounds without looking worried or pressured in any sort of way. So now for the next map, we'll be moving on to Breeze. It's mainly known for long sidelines, so I feel like players like Crowd Control, Ashura, Mambo, even Zilan might be able to shine, and especially explosive executes, which have been a specialty for Team Washed going forward, and it is a very good opportunity for the sharpshooters of both games to take over the game. Now, utility usage and precise aim will be very important moving forward into the rounds, and whichever team adapts better to the other could be taking a very important 2-1 lead. With everything still to play for, the pressure is on. Everybody's ready? Let's go! Now, as for the lineup, we have Mambo back on the Jet, Solanin back on his Killjoy. Zilan is now off the Teho and back onto Chamber, which is surprising. And finally, Kindred switches off from Siege and picks KO. As for Team Washed, we have Youngborg switching from Reyna to ISO. I missed Numkill switching off from Omen to Astra. Crowd Control presumes his signature chamber. Wulong is still on his Sova, and Ashura is back on the duelist spot, playing as Jet. So we may be seeing, not funnily enough, I'm not seeing a line smoke from either of the teams. Maybe Astra can count as a line smoke if you really think about it. Her ult is pretty useful to get the plant down. And for Moonlight Esports, we have a Clove, which is a very interesting choice. But we will see how this affects decision making and the tactics going forward. Let's go into the pistol round. Youngborg switches from the ISO to the Yoru. Now, what I've seen from pro play and professional players and from ranked games even, line smoke seems to be crucial for this map, especially considering its long sightlines and its large open areas. So I don't think dome smokes such as Clove Astra has a line smoke if you consider her ult as a line smoke, and Omen to be pretty effective. And off we go, with Team West defending first and Moonlight Esports on the attack. Moonlight Esports decide to line up towards A main, maybe pushing on towards mid, as mid control is very important for this map. With Ashura being backed up by I missed them kill, and crowd control taking a look over at mid, and the rest of Moonlight over towards A main. Moonlight Esports slowly inching up. The smokes come down. Ashura gets one, but gets traded out by Zilan. Numkill, the smokes go down, but his teammates are nowhere to be found, so he has to survive or at least get one.
Spike planted.
The plant goes down. They do not expect Numkill to be there. The rest of his teammates arrive. I miss Numkill takes out Rudy. Mambo gets taken out by crowd control. Zilan takes out Young Work. With it, and Zilan evens out the odds with 2v2 now. It's just Wulong and I miss Numkill. With nanobots coming in to delay the defuse, Solanin moves forward. Takes out I miss Numkill. Wulong down to his last HP and gets killed by Zilan. An amazing first round from Moonlight Esports, especially with Zilan getting 4. Zilan has been very deadly with his headhunter. I mean, Ashura does get 1, but gets traded out instantly by Zilan. And then I miss Numkill gets Rudy, but it's too much for Team Wash to deal with Zilan's headhunter. Moonlight Esports moves over to B with crowd control waiting. Zilan on the outlaw. Crowd control gets 2. Zilan gets Young Work and Rudy gets crowd control. What an interesting interaction. We're down to 3 players after just 3 seconds into the map. Rudy with a spike. I miss Numkill placing down smokes for his teammates. His teammates taking their time, letting the plant go down. With information being provided that players are towards the spawn site. Solanin playing around the smoke. Will he get 1? Gets 2. And then finally, Rudy closes out the round with a kill on Wulong. What an another interesting round coming in. With crowd control taking out 2, but Rudy taking out crowd control. And that evens out the map. And finally, Solanin gets out 2 out of the way, and Rudy closes out the map. With a timeout coming in from the defenders. This is the first timeout that we've seen throughout the series, and maybe Team Wash can put it into good use, because currently it looks like they're on the back heel, especially considering how explosive Moonlight Esports have been executing onto the site, and they have not been able to stop them. And I believe that peak against Solanin basically sold the round, the previous round, with 2 of them being taken down by Solanin and his prey. 13 seconds into the timeout. What are Team Wash cooking? Maybe they can get their first round after this timeout. With the timeout over, we move back in. We're seeing a bonus round from Moonlight Esports. Their second bonus round, and we have Team Washed looking very shabby on their credits, on their economics right now. How will this round play out? Zilan still has the outlaw. Maybe he can put it to some good use. Another timeout, it seems. Well, while that happens, let's go over back to the collateral done by crowd control. That was an amazing kill right out of B main. Taking out 2, but Moonlight Esports did not let that slide. They took out 2 and then they left both teams on 3 men, 3 men at each. So right now it could be anyone's game. It's too early to tell with 0-2, and it seems I Miss Numkill is suffering from a bit of disconnection issues, and he is back. Maybe we'll be moving on into the round. Okay, so with 12 seconds in left for the buy phase, we'll be moving on into the round. After that small pause. Now, from what we're seeing, Moonlight Esports is playing a bit more disconnected, a bit more spread out. With Zilan out at mid with his outlaw, maybe he can get one. Solanin trying to get some information with the turret.
Revealing area.
The dart goes through for Wulong, and it catches nothing. Maybe it catches. No, it does not catch Solanin. Crosses forward safely, leaves an alarm bot with the rest of the team, pivoting back towards A side. Zilan still holding mid doors with his outlaw. Solanin in a very dangerous but profitable position on the map, provided the players rotate from there. Maybe he gets one. Zilan maybe going face to face with Ashura, while the rest of the team are moving forward through mid door. But they have a chamber trap to contest.
30 seconds left.
They'll be moving up from mid with Youngbork and Wulong on the B side, moving forward in a brisk manner. Youngbork gets one. Flash comes through. Solanin takes him out. Kindred takes Ashura out with 11 seconds left on the clock. Zilan gets taken out, and the spike is denied. Wulong saves the match for Team Washed with no time left remaining for Moonlight Esports to get the plant down. That was a very good play from Wulong. Wulong taking his time, takes out Zilan, then takes out Kindred, denying the spike and the plant. That was a very interesting round. A massive play from Wulong, which has given his team a second wind. Maybe they can use this momentum to breathe some life back into the team. We will see. With Moonlight Esports, 5 players at B main. Youngbork testing his luck against Zilan. Jump peek spots Zilan. The knife goes through. A flash comes through. The execute begins. With Mambo onto site.
Idiots.
Gets Youngbork takes out Mambo. With the plant coming through by Kindred. And another ult from Solanin. But Youngbork gets Kindred and destroys the lockdown as well, which is pretty crucial for his team. Zilan holding with an operator. Maybe he Solanin gets Ashura. Ashura gets Rudy.
One enemy remaining.
I missed Numkill. And crowd control takes out Solanin. And Zilan gets crowd control. Will he be able to? Close, very close. But is not able to get the kill on I missed Numkill. Closing out the round for them. The team tactics, as I've said before, they're pretty even on both sides, but at the end it's always an individual shining and carrying his team. Even in last round and even this round, I missed Numkill stepping forward and getting them through the round, getting Team Wash their second win for the match.
Rise up and hold.
An interesting 3-2 setup coming from Team Washed. Solanin creeps up through mid. Well, Zilan is towards B main, trying to catch anyone off guard. Anyone brave enough and confident enough to challenge the op. But if you look at Solanin, he's already through to the mid doors. Only being stopped by the chamber trap. And the rest of the team being positioned towards A main. But Ashura is tucked into a corner. Maybe he gets one. The play has slowed down by a lot. Ashura gets information on where the team is.
Dropping smokes.
The knife goes through. Crowd control misses one. Ashura gets two. Rudy trades. Ashura goes down. I missed them kill. Crowd control gets one. I missed them kill. Takes out Zilan and Solanin, closing out the round. With Team Wash finally getting their traction back in the map and momentum back into the map. That was a very good play from Ashura, taking out two at the start and then breaking whatever momentum they had. And I missed thumb kill, taking out Solanin as well as crowd control, finishing the match for them, finishing the round for them.
All set up. No loose ends.
Crowd control boosted up towards the window towards B.
You want to play? Let's play.
Chamber ult goes through, gets shut down by crowd control. That's 4 men for Moonlight Esports. Ashura already posted up. Gets one, but gets traded out by Solanin. Got a little bit greedy. He could have dashed out, maybe. Solanin and Kindred slowly making their way up to mid, but we have crowd control over there. This is and finally confirms the kill on Kindred. 2 men. Will they be able to win this round for Moonlight Esports? Crowd control taking a look towards mid. Solanin still tucked into that small corner. Is carrying the spike. Gets the third kill on Solanin. And the spike is down. With Rudy being miles away from the spike, crowd control shuts him down with his 4th kill. We're seeing a change of momentum, especially at the start. Look, crowd control takes out Zilan, and then Ashura gets one, but is traded out regardless. Crowd control gets the rest of the team and shuts down the opposition movement from Moonlight Esports. That was a textbook play from crowd control. We can another broken buy coming in from Moonlight Esports, with one of the players having a stinger. If they lose this round, they'll have to go on a save next round. Solanin sneaking his way towards mid with no chamber trip to dispel him this time. Ashura tries challenging. I missed thumb kill and Ashura both moving back, and crowd control pushing in towards Solanin from mid.
You are powerless.
The ult goes through from the KO. Mambo is in the smoke. Rudy takes out Ashura. Mambo takes out I missed thumb kill. Moonlight Esports with 5 players still. 4 with 2 players. Wulong and Youngborg trying to salvage what's left of the round. Wulong maybe
take flight.
Uses the drone to check his right corner. Sees Kindred there with the stinger. Youngborg clears him out for him. Wulong still stuck in the smoke. Cannot move forward. Gets mollied. Youngborg peeks 3. Gets 1. Is taken out by Mambo. And Kindred. Kindred is left standing between the round and the loss.
One suppressed.
Wulong gets Mambo. Tries to escape. But is caught in the explosion. And the round goes to Moonlight Esports. Again, we're seeing a shift in momentum with Rudy getting jumping up on top of the pyramids and then getting one. Mambo Youngborg surprisingly peeking into 3 people and getting away with one, and Wulong getting a consolation kill at the very end. And that breeds a second win into Moonlight Esports economy, with all of them having rifles. And interestingly enough, both chambers have an operator. Crowd Control setting himself up in a very dangerous position here. If Moonlight Esports decide to push forward from there. But he slows down. Gets Rudy. Crowd Control gets Rudy. Rudy pops the ult. Might decide to push. Smokes out the op. Has decided to push into. He must get a kill, but ends up dying to Crowd Control's op again. Solanin gets Young Bork. Crowd Control. Gets another one through the smoke. Gets Mambo. Solanin gets taken out by I Miss Numkill with only Kindred and Zilean being left on Moonlight Esports. Only 2 of them against 4. And the Astra ult goes through. Zilean gets Shock Dart. Gets 1. Switches weapon. Gets 2. And is finally finished by Ashura. And that was such an interesting use of the Astra ult. Because as you see, Zilean had a slight reaction when he saw that what do you call it? No, Astra was diffusing behind the Astra ult, the wall, with an incredible round coming in from both sides, both the chambers performing on their peak. We're on to the 8th round. I mean 9th round. My bad. 9th. With Moonlight Esports moving back towards A main. But they will only be greeted by Crowd Control's op, maybe? Crowd Control misses. Gets pushed back. Ashura gets Mambo through the smoke. Taking it slow now. With the Moonlight Esports pouring onto. And Rudy gets I Miss Numkill. That was a very close one for Kindred. Solanin takes out Ashura with a Sheriff, and Young Borks coming in for flank, but gets shut down by Rudy, who had already expected it. Crowd Control might have to pull magic. Gets 1. Searching for another. Zilean deciding to rotate all the way from mid to join his teammates back at main. The rest of his teammates deciding not to peek. Kindred. Okay, Kindred shuts down Crowd Control and wins the match with a thrifty. Very interesting round for both the team, especially Ashura getting Mambo through the smoke. Kindred on some very scary situations, especially with I Miss Numkill right next to him. Luckily, Rudy's out to bail him. Crowd Control trying his best, but sadly falling to Kindred in the last final moments. And we have Moonlight Esports still trying to go for the aim A execute.
You want to play? Let's play.
That's the ult coming in from Team Wash. Crowd Control. Flash goes through. Gets Solanin. Moonlight Esports is down to 4 players. With Solanin being taken out by the Chamber ult. Maybe the rest of them decide to... Crowd Control gets Kindred. Gets taken out by Rudy. But I Miss Numkill still there, and the Bucky is not enough to stop Mambo. Wulong rotating over. Ashura making his way in through spawn. Young Bork providing the team with vital information, which allows Ashura to kill him. Young Bork is taken down. Ashura gets 1. Zilean versus Ashura. And Zilean wins the duel with a classic right click after Ashura misses almost all of his knives and fails to get the kill confirm. Crowd Control tried his best to hold down the A side with the ult, and for I Miss Numkill, I think the Bucky needs to be a little buffed for him.
That works.
Moonlight Esports 5-5, neck and neck with Team Washed.
Here.
Moving onwards towards B side Ashura deciding to push down mid. The flash goes through, doesn't catch anyone. The knife goes through, catches Youngborg. A pretty fast execute from Moonlight Esports, and they already are trying to get their plant down. They get the plant down, but Kindred ends up dying. Solanin ends up shooting the decoy, and then Youngborg punishes him for it. Zilin and Mambo getting sprayed down. Rudy gets I Miss Num kill.
You had your fun. My turn.
Ashura on his last HP, and the round gets closed out by Zilin and Mambo, taking out the rest of the opposition.
Last round.
Beautiful round coming in from Moonlight Esports. They are really quick with their executes, and then, like before, it's starting to catch Team Washed off guard, and then it's finally it comes down to individual duels, which Team Washed has ended up losing for quite a few rounds.
In we go.
Last round of the half, Zilin pops assault with the rest of his team towards A side. Mambo is also on the op. Solanin gets crowd control. I Miss Num kill just gets one. Kindred takes out I Miss Num kill. Ashura, Wulong and Youngborg arriving a bit late. Very dangerous position for
Take flight.
Zilin. Towards mid, taking an eye on mid, and Rudy gets spotted through the drone. Tries spraying through the boxes, but does not get him. Bots.
Last player standing.
Mambo gets Youngborg and Zilin gets Wulong, with Ashura left to finish the round, but is sadly finished off by Zilin. And we'll be moving on to the next half with Moonlight Esports as 7 and Team Washed as 5. We've seen the momentum of this match go forward and backwards multiple times, and the team's sharpshooters are starting to step up, with very unconventional plays coming in from both sides. Now we have Moonlight Esports on defense and Team Washed on attack. Will they be able to turn their luck around? Especially considering they've been losing quite a few rounds continuously. We have crowd control at mid, Ashura leading the pack at A main. Let's see how the round goes. Team Wash taking it pretty slow. Zilin is posted up on A main with his headhunter. Trap gets taken out. Zilin gets distracted, moves on towards mid, which gives his teammates ample of time to get Zilin down. Ashura rushes onto site with the rest of the teammates pouring out.
Spike planted.
Kindred and Rudy behind the orange box.
Here.
Waiting on the rest of their teammates. Both sides taking it very slow. With I Miss Num kill. Maybe moving towards mid. Ashura takes out Rudy.
Here.
Mambo in a very dangerous spot. Wulong takes out Mambo.
One enemy remaining.
And that's a win for Team Washed, with Youngborg taking out the rest of the opposition.
They demand a fight. Who are we to disobey? Out of charges.
With on top of the leaderboards, we have crowd control from Team Washed and Zilin from Moonlight Esports. Both of them having exceptional matches, and both of them playing Chamber. As I've mentioned before, this map really allows the sharpshooters of their team to shine, to showcase their talent throughout the game. Now we'll be seeing what Team Wash does. Team Wash has weapons and crowd control moving forward. Gets one with a Marshall. Maybe gets another one. Zilen gets another one. Headhunter, he does not manage to get second kill. Ashura handing over his weapon. Ashura trying to ensure the Spectre is in no one's hands. We still have the rest of the team. Team Washed planted outside A main. Making a lot of noise. Crowd Control gets his second. Takes out Mambo from the game. Ashura gets one more. Gets down Solanin. Zilen gets taken down, and finally Crowd Control closes the map. Closes the round, sorry. Crowd Control has been doing a lot of the heavy lifting for the team, as well as Zilen, as you can see. With 2 kills coming in from Crowd Control and another 2 coming in from Zilen in the previous round. With Team Washed moving towards B side. Maybe we'll see something different. We haven't seen them hit B yet. Ashura taking small peeks. Wulong deploys the drone. Starts searching for enemies. Zilen is still holding A main. Does Solanin get... Oh, Solanin detects Youngborg. Youngborg gets taken down with a headshot from the Phantom. Gets detected. Ashura trades him back. Wulong gets to planting the spike. Mambo.
Planted.
Maybe he gets a pick. A change of weaponry for Wulong. The knife goes through, detecting all 3. The Molly comes forward. Mambo, maybe. Mambo gets 1. Mambo gets 2. Rudy gets Crowd Control. And that just leaves I miss Numkill.
Pulling them in.
Uses the... Numkill tries to use his utility to draw people off the defuse. But Zilen shuts him down, getting them the round. That was really good defending from Solanin, up until the point where she got shot in the back, but I guess that was inevitable. And Mambo getting 2 and Rudy getting another one. Another preparation phase. A buy phase. With most of Team Washed sitting near spawn. Whereas Moonlight Esports, they're going with the 2-1-2 setup. With the Clove sitting in the middle. Crowd Control moving towards mid. Crowd Control and Zilen maybe spotting each other, going for it. Ashura moving up. Crowd Control does not know Zilen is there. And I missed it costs I missed Numkill for Crowd Control to find out that Zilen was there. Ashura making his way up, but might get spotted by the Clove.
Watching here.
Youngborg moving up through mid. Ashura takes down Rudy, opens up mid with Zilen trying to close the gap that Rudy had left, which leaves A side a bit weaker compared to B. Wulong going up, checking to see if anyone had pushed forward. Finds no one. Sees the chamber trap, but does not find the opposition.
I have the spike.
36 seconds left on the clock. Zilen is back. The op is online. Doesn't get anyone. Youngborg already tucked into a corner.
Right here.
The molly to deny plant, but it doesn't go through. Solanin and Kindred behind the box with Zilen on the op.
Can't use that yet.
Mambo making his way through mid. Solanin takes out Youngborg. Ashura going for Mambo, and Ashura takes out Mambo. Zilen takes out Crowd Control, and Ashura takes out Solanin with only Zilen left. Can he get the defuse down?
One enemy remaining.
He gets one.
No one else could.
No time. But he gets the kill regardless. A good try from Moonlight Esports, but Team Wash will be taking this round. I was hoping Mambo would be able to capitalize on his on his entry from mid, but it all falls to shame with Ashura taking him out. Still, 8-8. Moonlight Esports, Team Washed, neck and neck towards one chance at getting their getting their ticket punched towards the Bhutan Esports National Championship for Valorant. We have Team Washed moving on towards B with crowd control still at mid.
Standing ahead.
Hoping to get one. And that's an interesting technique used there. They use the decoy to move forward while placing the recon dart on top of the decoy. Sadly, it gets no one. I missed Namki with the plant. Wulong trying to get one. I missed Namki gets Mambo instead. Solanin being pressured by two.
You are
A
divided.
good jump peek from Youngborg, which allows Ashura to get the kill. Rudy gets I missed kill. Zilan takes out crowd control. Wulong gets Rudy. It's a 3v2 for Young.
Last player standing.
Wulong gets Kindred. Zilan gets Wulong, and Youngborg gets Zilan, which gets Team Washed another round. That was a very good round from both teams, especially the jump peek and the teamwork from Ashura and Youngborg. And the AWP battle happening at mid with against Zilan and crowd control. Zilan came out on top, but ultimately got shut down. Zilan leading the top of the leaderboards with 25 kills. Close behind is crowd control with 19. Crowd control does not have a rifle, but will be using his crowd. Will be using his ult. Zilan forward, almost gets it. Whiffs from both sides. Crowd control goes over to the window. Ashura rushes onto side, gets detected by the knife. With a mostly open side for Team Washed right now to plant.
Spike planted.
Zilan slowly moving forward. Wulong under a lot of pressure from both sides. I miss Numkill, gets Mambo trying to flank. Solanin gets one with the ghost.
Nailed.
Ashura gets one. Zilan gets Wulong.
Got him.
Ashura gets Zilan.
One enemy
Drop
remaining.
control and Solanin going at it. And Youngborg finishes Kindred off to give Team Wash their win. That was an interesting interaction. Especially between Solanin and I miss Numkill. I guess Numkill did not expect Killjoy from the back with the ghost. Ended up being his demise as well.
Gun here.
With
Gun
crowd
here.
controls up being online. Ashura on 20 kills, crowd control on 20 kills.
Stay safe.
And broken by coming in from Moonlight Esports, with two of their players having regen shields rather than full shields. Makes noise with the decoy, but we have a KG setup at A. Youngborg uses his ult to gather information on A side. Tries to find up there. Realizes that KG is on site. Killjoy just backs off, waits to play the retake with the rest of his team. Crowd control takes out Zilan at mid. Crowd control running back to main in order to join his team.
Bomb grenade out.
Kindred takes out Ashura.
Initiated.
Solanin, the ult's going forward. Youngborg takes out Mambo. Youngborg gets taken out by Kindred. Maybe the ult. No, Wulong has something to say about it. Rudy goes through with the defuse regardless, and that's a win for Moonlight Esports. It was a very confusing round. Very confusing round indeed. With the Killjoy ult coming through, and I don't know whether Wulong was trying to deny the defuse or was trying to go for the KJ ult. Ended up with neither, and then the defuse went through regardless. KJ towards A main. We have Youngborg and Wulong towards main. I mean mid, which is an unusual pair to be seen. Solanin moving forward. The turret catches one. Ashura breaks the turret. And the rest of the team. Moonlight Esports, they're rotating back towards A. Leaving only Rudy at B. Zilin tries his luck back at mid. Mambo overlooking main. Both teams taking this very slow, ample of time to work with 55 seconds on the clock. What will they do? Solanin already in the doors. And Ashura is already on site. Mambo expects it and takes down Ashura. Youngborg. Wait, that might have just been a diversion. That might have been the perfect diversion considering
30 seconds left.
of the teammates of Moonlight Esports, they've rotated over.
Spike
The
planted.
plant goes through without any problems, even though they're a man down. They just have to play post plant,
Drop
maybe.
in a smoke.
Crowd control, potentially getting another one. Rudy moving forward.
Here, catch.
Kindred. Rudy gets one, gets two.
Drop in a smoke.
Smokes off main. Denies crowd
power.
control. Numkill is coming in from mid. Gets double peek, gets
Player
both.
standing.
Rudy gets, I miss Numkill and crowd control. Not being able to deny the defuse. The round goes to Moonlight Esports. That was very good intuition coming in from Mambo and a very good 2K coming in from Rudy. But more than that, I feel like Numkill's skill towards mid, as we can see, has been very crucial for the win. Crowd control still on the op, and Moonlight Esports still grabbing at the hair. Grabbing for every dollar, every credit that they can have. Rocking half shields with rifles.
You are divided.
Solanin alone on site. Gets denied information by the wall. Might be an easy plant coming through for Team Washed.
Standing ahead.
Found them.
Both teams on opposite sides of the site. Ashura. Maybe he gets one when the wall goes down. The wall goes down. Rudy gets Youngborg. The smoke comes down. The defuse goes through. Solanin gets sucked. Still trying to full stick the defuse. I missed Numkill. And the full stick goes through. Solanin gets the defuse, surprisingly enough. What the hell? Moonlight Esports leads by 1. That was an amazing round. Full confidence coming in from Kyun Solanin. Just sticking the defuse, entrusting everything onto his teammates. Just going through with it. No breaks. No stops. Just on through with the defuse.
Placing alarm bot. Placing swarm grenade.
Zilin still on the top of the leaderboards, with crowd control not far behind.
Placing swarm grenade.
But their economy is what we need to keep an eye on. Though they're winning, they're still broke. Mulan catches one. Catches Zilin specifically. Almost gets Rudy. Ashura gets Zilin. Crowd control takes out Mambo. And Rudy's
Planted.
gets Ashura. Kindred. Youngborg. Wulong takes out Rudy. Crowd control still on the window. Youngborg TP's away, with leaving just Wulong on the side. And we have I Miss Numkill coming in from behind. Maybe they decide to go for a save with I Miss Numkill punishing them both. We will see. They do not miss I Miss Numkill there. Gets one. The turret blocks half the bullets. Kindred takes out Numkill. And I guess that's it. Team Washed get the win. That was a very weird interaction between the turret and flank for it, Numkill. He gets one, but look, half his bullets gets blocked by the turret that was placed down by Solonin. Such an interesting match. We're still neck and neck. We might be going into overtime, folks. Still 11-11, and Moonlight Esports are still broke, but they're still in it. Crowd control with 7,000 credits. And a very, very broken buy coming in from Moonlight Esports. Zilin pushes forward. Maybe gets one. Zilin gets one. Zilin takes out crowd control early, but Numkill equalizes by taking out Mambo. Ashura, the very risky spot with Kindred right beside him. Rudy right beside him. Maybe he gets one.
Spike planted.
Still blind. Wulong. Kindred. The shock dart comes through. A lot of gunshots happening, but not a single shot landing. Wulong gets Rudy.
One enemy remaining.
Solanin gets Youngborg. Kindred gets Wulong, and Ashura makes Kindred fall, closing out the round. Moving on to match point for Team Washed. That was a pretty slow round, to be honest, but with Valorant, the tempo changes pretty quickly. Within a moment's notice, there can be everything happening at once and nothing happening at all. Now, it is Team Washed has the opportunity to get their second point for the series, to lead for 2-1.
You want to play? Let's play.
The ult goes through for Moonlight Esports. Zilin on his ult. Onto the wrong side, towards B. And it's just Solanin towards A side. Will he be able to hold on?
You are divided.
Just hold on long enough until the rest of his teammates get through. The Astro ult goes through. Youngborg teleports and takes out Solanin, leaving the rest of the teammates stranded outside the Astro wall. Astra.
Spike planted.
The wall provides really good value for Team Washed. With Team Washed having a man advantage. Crowd control taking out Zilin. Ashura takes out Rudy. Down to 2 people.
One enemy remaining.
Crowd control gets another one. It's all down to Kindred. Kindred, they know they're there, and Ashura, a right-click jet knife, goes to finish the round with Team Washed taking the second point. Whew. That was a very interesting match coming in from Team Washed and Moonlight Esports. They were neck and neck, round after round, blow for blow, and then it was equal up until the point where Moonlight Esports lost in terms of economy. But we have crowd control as the top frag for the match with 27 kills, and Zilin matching him with 27 kills and 14 deaths. Now, we will be moving on to the next and final, potentially final map, Lotus. We will be back after a short 5-minute break. See you soon.
Welcome to the Bhutan Esports National Championship 2026, brought to you by
Bhutan Esports Association.
na Darichama Tonime, the next few days are gonna be wild. Everybody's gonna be giving the all. So everybody, listen.
Oh, time total time. Oh, clear. Hey, it's a clean slate round from Gachinola, Mr. Ailis.
2 and 3! Bhutan Esports National Championship Citizen.
Oh, let's go. Kick Dilla. Another leg sweep from Brian. Throw air na pudo. King Lunip. Oh, let's go. Perfect chichi zum chichi jimchi so chi membela. Ime se shubina perfect la. Let's go. Well done. King Dilla hit dash use with the lanzam chila. Shield che deola. Grapple again avoided. Oh, King hit dash a bisashi, but damage sai se shubina. Oh my God! Good game, boys. Good game.
So anybody wants to play Tekken, you're free to play Tekken. From wherever you play Tekken, on the road, this to me, like how Faker said. So I'll be waiting at the top.
We are completely into the late game now. The end games are here. The time, Zeba is running out of time. It's going to be 18 seconds on the time. But look at that. He is working under pressure. He's trying to get that in time. Will he be able to checkmate in 30 seconds? Maybe he's going to go for the... Okay, there is the resignation from K-Square. Kind of messed up that. Is there going to be a double promotion? Yup, it is going to be a double queen on the board, Pichimo. There is going to be a resignation, and yup, K-Square is the winner.
And one, let's go, let's give it for Kalma Kelsang everyone, the grand winner of chess finalist, Bhutan Esports National Championship 2026. Woo!
And the game resumes, and the pressure is still heavy on Team Tactical from Team FATB. The bot lane, Rax Ishara down there, one set of Rax is down. They're going to push down in the mid lane. The pressure is 21 minutes. There is some pressure. God!
Hati has no chill. He's direct attack.
And he's dead again. And that's going to be
top, bro.
A victory for Team FATB. Defend Bemasula.
But the damage is so high. Let's go! And play, boys. Well, good luck. Have fun, Namidi.
As a team, we didn't have any doubts. We were sure we would win. I mean, we are still undisputed, and we will come next year too. GG's to the opposing team.
Good with the amazing dude.
Down B.
Finish for them. Oh, you straight it out. Yeah, sure. Position dash. Jump on gets one. Just straight it up.
My ultimate is ready. 10 seconds left.
And still get the block down.
Planted.
Oh my God! That secures the game. And Team Wash is crowned as the new champions of Valorant here.
Alright guys, welcome back everyone. We're back for what could be the final map for the Valorant Qualifiers Grand Final. Now, Team Wash lead the series 2-1 over Moonlight Esports. The reigning champions are just one map away from closing out the series and punching their ticket towards the Bhutan Esports National Championship 2027. But for Moonlight Esports, this is do or die. A win here on this fourth map can send us to a decisive fifth map, which can be anyone's game, right? But a loss means watching Team Wash to celebrate once again while being known as the second place team. Now, in the previous match, we've seen both teams fight round for round, every single inch on the map has been contested. Every single peak has been has been contested from both sides, right? And we're seeing good util uses from both the teams, and we've been seeing pretty like surprising moments as well. For example, I miss Numkill and Solanin's turret back at like a defender spawn. And now we're moving away from Breeze. The fourth map is going to be Lotus. Yeah, it is a map where rotation, mid-round calls, and control of its three sides can make all the difference. Because as we all know, Lotus, it has many pathways between each side. For example, from A to B you have this breakable door. From B to C you have an interchangeable rotating door, right? So what we can expect from both the teams is creative executions, fast adaptations from both sides, and plenty of mind games, you know, faking A side, going C, maybe showing presence B, waiting, re-hitting. Now, as we both know, both teams are going to be fighting extra hard, with Team Wash just trying to close this out, while Moonlight Esports just desperately trying to hang on and try to make it onto the fifth map. Now, the question lies, can Team Wash finish the job, or will Moonlight Esports keep the dream alive and force a map 5? There's only one way to find out, and we'll be moving on. Now, as for the lineup, Mambo is back on Jet, Zilan is still on Chamber, Solanin moving away from Sentinel roles and moving into a duelist spot, picking up Raze. Rudy is still on smokes as Clove. Kindred is still the initiator. I miss Numkill, still the smokes for Team Washed. Wulong initiator. Youngbork on Raze. Crowd control on his signature chamber, and Ashura on Jet. This will be an interesting match to see. Now, attacking, okay. From what we could expect later on to the match is maybe a bit of combo wombo from Wulong and Youngbork. Especially the fade grab and the nades, they can go pretty well together. But for now, we have Moonlight Esports on defense and Team Wash on attacking. With with three sites, it gets a bit hard to defend, but then again, rotations come in quick, so map control is the name of the game here. With not a single sheriff in sight this time. And a lot of Team Wash's players pivoting towards C side. Solanin and Zilan push forward, expecting to find something. Zilan gets crowd control. I miss Numkill. Tries to jump spot. Mambo expects a player there. Fires some rounds. Mambo makes the smart decision of backing out, expecting a lot of players, waiting for the rest of his team to make a play, while Team Washed make it up onto side, with the exception of crowd control. Ashura onto a dangerous position. Maybe he can get a timing on Rudy.
There.
Gets one through the smoke. A lot of players piling in through waterfall. Zilan not getting one. Youngbork and Ashura get one each. Dwindling down Moonlight Esports into just two players. Will Zilan be able to do this?
Player standing.
No. Youngbork and Ashura shut down Solanin and Zilan, and the first round goes to Team Washed. That was a pretty strong performance from Ashura and Youngbork, with them taking almost all of the kills and Wulong getting 3 assists. Crowd control, a bit unlucky, but we'll see. He was the first casualty of the first round. And moving on to the second, we can see Team Washed moving in with the Spectre buy and crowd control with a Marshal. Will they be able to capitalize on this play? Mambo expecting, tries jump peeking, gets scared off by the Marshal. Smoke comes down, flash goes through. blinds a lot of their players. With rotates coming in from Moonlight Esports. Rudy is taking a lot of space. Rudy's taking a lot of space. Maybe if he can get one. Youngborg gets Solan in. And Wulong takes out Rudy with the flank getting wasted. A very unlucky sight. And Team Washed moving on towards A. Where Moonlight Esports, there's not a single player of Moonlight Esports towards A side. I expect they will be getting down the plant pretty easily. Wulong on the spike. Zilen near Sears. Pushes out, gets crowd control again. TP's out with just an inch of his life. Mambo. Mambo drops down. Gets flashed. Dinks Wulong. Gets Wulong. Kindred making his way down. And Ashura punishes him. Numkill takes out Kindred and Youngborg takes out Zilen. That was such an interesting match, but it could have swung anyway, especially considering Rudy. If that flank was successful, if he could have just cut off the rotation, what could have been? And it seems crowd control is getting a bit unlucky with the start of the round, with Zilen taking him out 2 times now. But we have to give props to Mambo being able to take out, and Ashura uses his updraft early into the buy phase. Must be a mistake. Zilen pushing forward. Gets punished by Youngborg, does not get the kill on crowd control. Youngborg pushes forward. Weakens, breaks the door towards B. Rudy waiting for him. Youngborg caught off guard. The flash goes through. And punishes Rudy. With Solanin taking out Youngborg, Ashura taking out Solanin, Mambo takes out Numkill. 2 versus 2 for both sides. Kindred takes out crowd control. Wulong tossing a gun. Ashura tossing a gun to Wulong. We have Kindred over towards A-Link. And Mambo. Mambo gets Ashura. Wulong will he be able to do it? And a missed flash coming in from Kindred. Gets his own teammate killed. That was one of the most unluckiest flashes I've ever seen. But he makes up for it by closing out the round. Well played. That was a very scary round for Moonlight Esports. Zilen gets out first. They lose a lot of teammates in the link. Mambo takes out Ashura, makes it a 2 versus 1, but a bit of a missed flash gets Mambo killed. But nevertheless, Kindred closes the round out. Youngborg leading with 6 kills. Currently the hero for Team Washed, as well as Ashura. I missed them kill, TPing onto behind. And crowd control gets Zilen, Ashura gets Solanin, which leaves A side completely open. Rudy making his way slowly onto A side, maybe waiting for the rest of his team to make a play. Kindred moving on towards the drop.
Spike planted.
The rest of the team do not expect him there. Gets Ashura. Youngborg and crowd control take out Rudy and Kindred. It's just Mambo and a Marshall. Youngborg gets tagged on the body, but crowd control is there to see it through. That makes it 3 for Team Washed and 1 for Moonlight. That was a really good opening from Team Washed. Lots of aggression coming in from Team Washed. A very unlucky reload for Ashura there, but his teammate has him covered.
All set up.
Crowd control. Looking once more to challenge A. A-Long. Decides against it, goes back to C.
Focus now.
With the trip, with the chamber trip. Watching their flanks. sort of broken by coming in for Moonlight again. One of their teammates does not have a full shield, but we will see as the round moves. Mambo gets Young Work. Wulong gets Zilan through the boxes. Solanin desperately trying to make his way towards the seaside. Mambo getting healed by Kindred.
Spike
Rudy
planted.
and Mambo towards Waterfall, and we have Solanin and Kindred from spawn. Will they be able to do anything? Feed all goes through, tags two of them. Mambo gets Ashura, crowd control gets taken out by Solanin, and Mambo gets I missed them kill. Wulong. Maybe he can see it through. Oh no. That was a very well played round from Moonlight Esports, especially the retake. And Solanin getting Mambo and Solanin working in tandem to make sure Moonlight Esports gets another chance to breathe. Again, guys, this is back to back, neck and neck. We can never, we have no idea which team will be winning. Will Team Washed shut down Moonlight Esports and get their chance? Team Washed going the distance, going C. None of the players is gone. Mambo playing it safe, but Youngborg with the ult gets out Mambo. With the sight for Team Washed, it will be another hard retake for Moonlight Esports. The dog goes through, spots Ashura, smoke goes down.
I've got your trail.
Rudy and Solanin coming in. We have players flooding in from Waterfall as well. Ashura is blind. Ashura peeks into two. Rudy gets Ashura, Wulong gets Kindred, Numkill gets Rudy. Rudy uses his ult, he's back. Gets his one and sends Rudy to duel against Numkill. And Solanin closes out the round by killing Numkill, while Zilin hard sticks it. Good round from both sides. As I've said before, like Team Washed, they're hitting in hard, right? But Moonlight Esports always answers back with a really good retake, which leaves Team Washed questioning, questioning what part of their attack, what part of their post plant is going wrong. Which I hope they can figure it out, because they are currently 3-3 with Youngborg leading the leaderboards. 8 kills.
You want to
Team
play?
Wash looking a
Let's
bit
play.
starved here. Chamber ult goes through. Chamber towards seaside. Mambo testing his luck. Kindred. Can he get a pick? Youngborg takes out Zilin. And Kindred takes out crowd control. Solanin on a very dangerous spot. Takes out Ashura. Makes it out of that situation alive, but Rudy goes down in his stead. The flash goes through. I miss Numkill trying to punish. Gets the punish. 2v2 for both sides. Wulong gets the plant down. Kindred is looking a bit low on HP. Might affect the round. I miss Numkill playing towards tree. The smoke goes through. The flash goes through. It gets nothing. Another flash. Gets Numkill. But Mambo misses.
One enemy remaining.
Kindred. Maybe he can. With 1 HP. Goes to check tree. Guesses wrong. And Wulong closes out the round. A very close round from both sides. Team Washed get another chance to live. An amazing kill from Kindred, taking out crowd control with his op. And Solanin, with daylight robbery over there, gets 2, but finally gets punished by I miss Numkill. And we have Wulong finally ending the round. Four seconds in. And it seems we're going to be having a little pause because Ashura seems to be lagging. So, what we've seen here is a constant back and forth from both sides, both teams. And Young Bork still leading with 9 kills, 4 deaths. And I believe the strength in Moonlight Esports, right? It lies in their ability to retake in a very swift and efficient manner. And Team Wasp seem to be slowly adapting now because they won the last round, but not in a very comfortable manner, might I say. Uh, they're doing their best. They're trying hard. Both teams want to win. Both teams want to make it all the way there. And yeah, while moving forward, we'll have to see because it's anyone's game. Team Washed is 1 point up, so it's Team Washed has 2 points. Moonlight Esport has 1, and then they just need to win another map to win. So Team Washed must give it their all in order to shut down Moonlight Esports right here, right now. Because if Moonlight Esports keeps on Moonlight Esports keeps on gaining momentum. So I feel like Valorant is a very momentum-based game. So if Moonlight Esports keeps on getting momentum, they Team Wash might get steamrolled, and then we might get pushed onto a fifth map, which will be very taxing for both Moonlight Esports players and Team Wash players, because they've been going back to back non-stop with only 5-minute breaks in between, and I'm very amazed at their concentration, their endurance, and their dedication towards this game, because as we all know, it's 20, it's first to 13 rounds, and then if you go into overtime, you can play almost up to 24 petty rounds. So lots of endurance, lots of good mentals required, and consistency especially. Consistency is also a key in this game. And now that we really think about it, Moonlight Esports have been very consistent, but they keep on losing out at the end. So in the first round, they have been consistent, and they've been giving it their all, and they were able to close out the first game, right? But in the second round, I feel like that has been lost a little bit, maybe, with the players getting a little tired. And it was a close round, the second map. And the third map as well. Third map was a bit unlucky for Moonlight Esports, but regardless, where there's a winner, there must be a loser. And now finally, on to the fourth match. We have Moonlight Esports trying to give it their all, fighting through the exhaustion. Team Washed just trying their best, their level best to shut down Moonlight Esports, deny them the fifth map, and get their ticket punched for the upcoming tournament, Bhutan Esports National Championship 2027. And I feel like currently it's going a bit back and forth, because we've seen, right, Team Wash has been doing very good executions, very good and fast executions, but where they seem to lack is the post plants, because post plant zero, like they can't seem to hold on to a site after they've gotten the plant down. And Moonlight Esports, they're giving it their all, and their retakes have been phenomenal. The textbook retakes. Just I hope they're able to better manage their economies. Hopefully not like last match where they were starved towards the final rounds, which may have contributed towards their loss against Team Washed. And as we wait for one of our players to join in, we'll just go over some of the stats. Oh, never mind. We're back in, guys. Team Washed. Youngborg moving on towards a B side with Zilan. His ult is active. Youngborg playing a very risky game here. Wee, and there goes the there goes the boombot. Poor boombot, but saved Youngborg's life. Solanin. Just Solanin at A. Team Washed moving forward like a predator. Slowly but surely. And they back off. And they decide to back off. With I Miss Numkill still towards A long. While the rest of the team moves back towards Seaside.
Here.
Youngborg testing his limits again. I don't think there's gonna be another Moombot to save him. And misses while Ground Control takes out Mambo. Moonlight Esports are playing with another player down again. I Miss Numkill, TPing, getting some information. Sees Kindred and Solanin coming in through spawn. Zillion tries to get one. Kindred gets Youngborg instead. Shura. Zillion takes out Crowd Control. With a 3v3, Ashura takes out Zillion. I Miss Numkill takes out Rudy.
One enemy remaining.
And Solanin, his magazine didn't seem to be big enough to confirm the kill. Kindred on just 1 HP. What will he be able to do? Almost gets Wulong, but gets shut down by Ashura. And now that was a successful side hit from Team Washed. They're really stepping up their game. And it's been very unlucky to see Solanin with his judge. Kindred almost takes out Wulong in this spray, but gets taken out by Ashura instead. Okay. What are we seeing here? Maybe my worst fears have come to life with Moonlight Esports. Again, their economy, it's being choked. With Zillion, an AWP with no armor. Will that gamble pay off against Crowd Control at C? Youngborg moving forward. Boombot goes forward, catches nothing. Crowd Control takes out Zillion. The gamble does not pay off. Rudy gets one, but gets traded by Youngborg. Giving Team Washed enough space and enough time to do whatever they want on A, but not if Solanin has something to say. Gets one. Ground Control takes out Kindred, while Kindred takes out Numkill. Wulong taking the spike, making a move on. I guess they're rotating. Mambo. Team Washed, Wulong and Crowd Control making their way towards Seaside with 30 seconds on the clock. Ample time to play. But seems Moonlight Esports has not a clue where they have went.
Spike planted.
Moonlight Esports jumps into action, starts moving towards Seaside. With Solanin taking the longer route. To spawn. Crowd Control looking at where Solanin might pop out from. We have Mambo down at Waterfall. Crowd Control does not get one, surprisingly enough. Mambo gets Crowd Control. Will that be another retake? Oh, okay, almost there. So close, yet so far.
Blocking sight. Blocking sight.
Mambo almost gets taken out by Wulong, and Wulong barely saves the team by taking out Solanin. That was a very interesting match, especially the last few interactions between Solanin, Mambo, and Crowd Control. Crowd Control usually does not miss these, but somehow he got distracted, and he proceeded to miss the op shot.
Here.
Mambo
We can come
with
back
another
here.
op, and their entire team seems to be on a half shield. Crowd Control on op. Gets tickled by Solanin's nades. Boombot. And Youngbork takes out Mambo. That's another op wasted. Again, it's just Solanin on A side with Rudy trying his best to back up his teammate, but he only has a stinger. Maybe he can do something? Goes over. Ashura takes out Solanin, the only player on A side. Kindred tries to gather some information
Spike planted.
with the dog. Doesn't get any. Crowd control takes out Zilan.
Last player standing.
Crowd control takes out Rudy. And it's all down to Kindred. All down to Kindred once more.
Flawless.
With Team Washed flooding him. Just rushing onto him and Ashura confirming the kill. But we have a timeout coming in from Moonlight Esports. Seems like they wish to discuss, maybe think out, maybe take a break, gather their thoughts, take a deep breath, and decide on a plan that can shut down Team Washed and their momentum. Because as it is, Team Washed are steamrolling over Moonlight Esports, and Moonlight Esports, they have one ult active, that is Sky's ult, and they have enough money for a full buy. Though it's not enough to match Team Washed in any way or sorts, they still have enough money to play with rifles. I'm kind of surprised considering Mambo had bought a rifle, not a rifle, an op in the earlier round. I'm surprised they have money to play with, but since this might be one of their 2 buy rounds in this before this half, they have to make it count, hopefully. And we're back into the match. Mambo moving over to C side. Rudy sticking towards A. Zilan testing his luck towards A side. Maybe he can get a first pick. If he just gets that first pick, he can alleviate some pressure off of the rest of his teammates. It falls down to Mambo and Zilan, essentially. The dog comes through. Wulong expects it, destroys it. Mambo and crowd control going at it.
Cover going out.
I missed num kill. Smoke goes through, denies Zilan vision. Zilan moves forward regardless, but there's Youngbork. Youngbork gets taken out by Zilan, and he alleviates some pressure off of his teammates. The E defenders move over towards B, but Team West are moving towards C, where only Mambo is present. Kindred desperately moving to back him up. It's just Mambo. The ult gets popped. Mambo gets healed. He lives to fight another day.
Yikes.
Ashura gets Kindred. Gets Mambo.
3.
Gets Solanin. Oh my goodness. And he makes it out of there alive. Goes for a 4th kill. But his greed, his hubris will be his downfall.
No peeking.
The op is with Zilan.
Last player standing.
And Zilan may just decide to save it. Especially considering Wulong and I missed num kill. And that almost finishes Zilan. Pretty close. Another good round from Team Washed. And it's gonna be a tough 2 rounds. Tough 2 rounds for Moonlight Esports. They have just lost on their buy round, and they're gonna have to save for the next round potentially, or maybe they'll just force. And look at Ashura with 3k to his name, goes for the 4th, gets denied by Rudy though. Amazing job from Ashura, and currently he is at the top of the leaderboard with 13 kills. And as we expected, Moonlight Esports are forcing it. A very broken buy. And there goes Solanin, taken out by crowd control. Ashura with the knives, gets taken out by crowd control. Again, Zilan. I missed num kill, takes out Rudy. Rudy goes forward, rushing forward. Maybe he can get a kill. Does not expect I missed num kill in the corner. Moonlight Esports down to 2 players, out of money, out of options, and out of teammates. What will they be able to do? Kindred, a very close shave,
Last player standing.
gets double peeked. Ashura punishes him, and just Mambo left with the Bulldog and the dreams of 4 teammates. What will he do? What will he do? Upgrades his weaponry to a Vandal.
Shadows traveling.
An ult, a single ult for Mambo from Wulong. And Wulong gets taken out. Mambo still full HP. But we have to remember, there's Ashura with the knives. Maybe he has picked up the op. Hey, he's still on the knives. I missed Numkill, Ashura. They have punished Mambo. And he has not been able to do anything. That was a very interesting half. Solanin pushes in forward, but crowd control. Gets 2. Punishes his mistake. Rudy gets taken out by an unexpected move. Kindred getting a close shave from behind by Ashura's blades. And Wulong using his ult at the last round for Mambo. We have Ashura on the Sheriff at A long against Zilin and Mambo. Zilin's not been having a pretty good game. 5 and 10. While Ashura is on top of the leaderboards with 15 and 7. And Team Wash with 9. Moonlight Esports with 3. Maybe we can see a 9-3 curse. Crowd control gets Rudy. Moonlight Esports is playing with 1 tier down. An interesting interaction from both sides. Solanin makes it all the way there. I don't think Ashura expects him there. Diligently clearing the corner, is paid off for his diligence. Gets Solanin. Maybe gets Ashura as well. Gets Mambo. Ashura gets Mambo. Youngboard gets Zilin. Kindred gets Wulong. Kindred gets Ashura. Youngboard gets Kindred down, and that's another round for Team Washed. We're 10 and 3. 10 for Team Washed, 3 for Moonlight Esports. This is going to be a very hard match for Moonlight Esports if they want to make it onto the 5th map. Ashura, hopefully getting one, not getting one. Kindred takes out Ashura and Wulong there. Crowd control moving on towards C. Majority of the Team Wash players are stacked towards A side with 3 players, 3-1-1 basically. Oh, as I predicted before, the grab, the nades. Ashura gets Mambo. Ashura gets Zilin. Ashura gets Kindred. That's his 3rd. Maybe he gets his 4th. He gets his 4th. Maybe he tries going on for the ace. He's very low. Oh no! The ace gets denied by Rudy, who ends up knifing Ashura instead. Woo. Ashura always coming 1 kill short of just getting his ace. Ashura getting 4 with the Marshal. Gets his 2nd on Zilin. Gets Solanin and Kindred 3rd and 4th. And does not get Rudy at the end. Rudy ends up knifing him. It was a wonderful round from both sides. Alright. We're 11 and 3. Crowd control moves forward, takes space towards C side. C long. Solanin taking his time, moving up. Breaks the dog.
Go get him.
Crowd control gets 1. TP's away. Daylight robbery happened on C side. Oh no, this might be a mistake coming in from Team Washed because oh never mind. Ashura goes back to C side. but it's just him against 3 other people. But we've seen Ashura pull off some amazing shots tonight, and maybe he can pull off a bit more. Maybe he gets 3 here. Crowd control, here to support Ashura
Here.
while they wait for the rest of the team to rotate over. Will they be able to take play retake because the spikes down? Crowd control just going ham. Zilin gets Youngborg. Zilin gets Ashura, but Wulong takes out Zilin. I missed Numkill. Maybe he can do something. It's Wulong and I missed Numkill. Gets it down to 2v2.
Last player standing.
Kindred takes out, and Kindred finishes the round. Keeps Moonlight Esports alive, but the damage has been done. Only 2 people have rifles, and they are broke once more. Yeah, it's been a very interesting match to see, but at the end of the day, I feel like economy management is what Moonlight Esports keeps on neglecting, which comes to bite them back in the ass later on. But it managed to cough up at least rifles for everybody and half shields for 2 of the players, Mambo and Rudy. Rudy decides to go for bulldogs and full shields instead. Crowd control by himself on the op. Gets one. Solanin is out. No one towards the A side. They will be rushing in through 3. Maybe taking a bit too long as Ashura is already on site, ready for whatever Moonlight Esports throws towards them. Numkill gets Mambo somehow. Realizing it's not a winnable situation, I guess Moonlight decides to go for a rotate. They have exited 3, they've given up space, and Wulong coming in from behind. Rudy seems a bit distracted, though the door is not open yet. If they end up breaking the door, there you go. Wulong gets one.
Down A.
Does not get the second. Rudy manages to pick up the spike. It's just Rudy and Zilin. Zilin gets one. Zilin gets 2. Makes it into a 2v2. With both of the Team Watch players being towards B side. Rudy gets the plant down on A side.
Spike planted.
While they both come from A-Link. I missed Numkill. Playing off of each other with crowd control.
Drop in a smoke.
Smoke for Rudy.
Last player standing.
Crowd control catches Rudy off guard. Is Zilin in any position to deny the defuse? Oh no, I missed Numkill. Takes out Zilin, and we move on to match point. That was a very hard round for Moonlight Esports, and somehow they've just been getting very unlucky with I missed Numkill taking Mambo out of the smoke, and Wulong just punishing Kindred. Finally, it came down to Rudy and Zilin, who gave it their best to keep Moonlight Esports alive. But at the end, Zilin could not deny Moonlight Team Wash the defuse. A very broken and desperate buy coming in from Moonlight Esports. Maybe they can do something with this.
Let's play.
A chamber ult, a few marshals, a Bucky. Bucky goes down already. Ashura takes out Mambo. Ashura on a sliver of HP with no ways to heal. Wulong takes one out. Wulong takes the second out.
One enemy remaining.
Wulong takes Rudy out. That makes 3. Will he be going for the ace? Solanin is taken out by I missed Numkill. And there we have it, folks. That wraps up the game with a 13-4 for Moonlight Esports and Team Wash. Team Wash takes the win with 3 wins. Moonlight Esports with just 1. What an interesting match we had, with Ashura taking on the highest, the top fragger position with 21 kills, 11 deaths and 6 assists. But what we need to take a look at is crowd control with his 7 first bloods. which is an impressive amount. He's been taking risk after risk, and though he hadn't been performing very well at the start, he has picked up his boots, turned up his socks, you know, and he has really shown for his team. And yeah, I guess that's it. We've seen two giants from the Bhutan Valorant esports community battle it out once more. 4 times in a row they have fought, with each time Team Washed washing over Moonlight Esports. And tonight, it seems it will be no different. Moonlight Esports will be taking second position, whereas Team Washed will be taking the first position, and they will punch their ticket straight to the Bhutan Esports National Championship 2027. And it's kind of sad that we didn't get to see the 5th map, which was supposedly on Haven, a very balanced map. But the last match, it's been always back and forth, and as I've pointed out multiple times, maybe economy tends to screw over Moonlight Esports. Hopefully they can do better, they can prepare a bit more, and then maybe they can show up once more to challenge the reigning champions of Bhutan Esports National Championship for Valorant. And this has been your caster, Chungdruk Rapsel, signing off for the day. Guess that's it.